let's start the recording here. Alright, well, let's start deleting bodies here, because, you know, shenanigans ensue. But what can you do at that point? It's been a while since I've touched this thing, and I'm happy to be back with it, but dear God. The gooberisms here. But ah well. Alright, so this is going to be basically treated as a, Oh, wait, wow. No, he's, Did that change in the corner? I thought I had it as debug kits, but I think that all broke. That's fine. Just have to make sure not to touch the flamethrowers there at that point. But we should be A-okay. Early Korean War. Should be fine. Just setting up some standard ambushes here, and we'll go from there. Have the bazooka in the open so he can properly do things.
And correct me, thinking that we're not moving, correct?
No, you can move around. You can move around because we, yeah, that all happened.
Sweet, thanks.
Hey, can everyone get all the squad leaders to group up behind the P-39s over there?
Alright, the reason for that is... right, squad leader, team leader, auto rifleman, machine gunner, AT, rifleman, different types of riflemen here. No, that's a grenadier adapter. Medic, flamethrower, crewman. Alright. Which means I'm going to put a crewman in there. Yeah, there he is. Alright, I remember how this is all done.
Squad leaders meeting where? At the tower?
P-39.
By the P-39.
I got several responses. I'm asking for one.
And then I've got general overwatch positions.
This is Charlie to platoon
Of AT
standby
guns.
on Charlie
Alright.
meeting up because I got to make sure my boys get situated.
Nah, you're all good. I love you, BB.
Let's play this like an RTS. And we play to lose. So, they're gonna set themselves up here. I'm gonna be deleting bodies as people jump on the server and get DC'd for whatever silly little reason here. There's 2 tank crews on tonight. All 3
Charlie to platoon.
pilots are on. I think we have a 4th as a spare.
Where are we meeting? By the tower?
Behind the Air Cobras.
Yeah, 3 people.
And I got these all ready to go.
If you don't know, that's an airplane. Okay, you know.
That should be good. They got plenty of assets to work with as well. And we'll see what they can do in this 3-hour stretch of time.
Hey, pilots, do you also want to come to your plane, Smile?
I don't know what that disconnecting is. It's not cutting any errors for any mods, so I don't know at this point.
What's the difference?
Germany still has...
War in World War II. I miss it really think about it.
Tank commanders, get to the fucking plane.
So they're gonna organize their plan here.
Yeah. So...
Ah, that feature's on. Oh well.
I was muted.
Engineer lead on long range, check.
Hello.
Go check.
Did we ever get a hold of Sven?
Oh, I don't get a poker red. You will get fucking poker red. Let me get a poker red.
You do that.
So we're gonna be running 4 squads today, 2 tanks, 3 pilots, and an engineer team, and a scout team and ground command team. So we should be okay with that. I've got plenty of AAAT positions, other stuff to work with. I'm going to go ahead and start setting up this position here.
Free check 50.
Standing by.
As a little fob. Last call sign, good check. Again, developing my forces, they are developing theirs.
Standing by. Standing by.
Logically in positions where things could have been knocked over to set these up. Yeah, it should be good. It's a bit, yeah, they're still doing that thing where if they're far away, it looks like their arms are outstretched. Gets me every time. Here, their pathing's being wonky. Let's disable that. Now we're good. I don't really have any good levels of elevation here. So I'm going to group up all the medics around the truck here. Some defensive forces around the Triple R. Otherwise, I do lack a little bit of solid cover here, but that's fine. Let's do I have the stretcher version? Yes, I do. All right. Numbers-wise, how are we doing? Yeah, so we're still missing 9 people that register, which is fine. There's always that level. But I'm thinking of downsizing MCO, because the MCOs originally was the idea of, okay, look at how other communities do these large-scale PvP events. What if we can do it for PvE? Because one of the communities that I liked playing with at the time tried to do PvE stuff because that's originally what they did, but then they gave up on it because they did a few things that killed the servers, which I, looking back on it, was like, yeah, of course that killed the server. So it was a focus on doing like 70 to 100 player events just for the sake of I could. And this is the 16th iteration of that. So we've done a good chunk of them. But in order to get that many people, we've had to invite a lot of communities in, get a lot of stuff done, and organize a lot. And then even then, people are people. So it's really hard to maintain that. So I'm probably going to bring it down to 50 to 60 players, focus on a platoon-sized element. That will give me more server resources to work with for the entirety of the event, and I can go from there. Just because that gives me a few more options to work with the entirety of the server. But even then, at 50 to 60 players, that still limits me a little bit in some areas. But at least it'll be better than 80 to 90. If we grow it back up to, 80 to 100, by all means, I will be more than happy to continue that again. But until something like that happens, I'm just going to probably knock it down, probably till MCO 19 or 20, and then we'll go from there. Now, I do want a fighter patrol up. 1 second. So I'm being messaged that one of the people that isn't here yet is probably still asleep, even though it's, I thought he was American. East Coast, because it's like 2 p.m. right now, but hey, some people party late at night, it can't be helped. So I want to set up this fighter patrol. I'm gonna have him set to careless hold fire for now, but I'm basically gonna have him kind of driving around down here, letting them put their engines on. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. So you gotta put them way high so they don't crash.
On the way. Understood.
And then they'll, you know, regain their flight, so to speak. Besides high altitude, even though the AI will then dive, but that's to give me some control there. But otherwise, looks like they are starting off, so reconnaissance is already sending some forces out.
Just flow through.
I think they're still making a plan here, but this, I think, is all their pilots, their squad leaders, and the tank crews.
I think that's where you're going to be the safest, as opposed to trying to troll through the fucking
1 second.
dense tree line. After these objectives are done, we get on that line to push to the stage 2 objectives.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt you, but who's... Oh, that's Recon.
That's Recon.
Okay.
They're good to go out.
Yeah, so the guy that's still asleep, he's saying they don't have a fill-in for their NCO, and it's like, well, the NCO's the guy that has the radio, so unless your squad wants to, you know, do stuff, someone's gonna have to take that slot.
These 2 objectives.
Sorry to say.
Armor for the stage 2 objectives.
Because if I see a squad run off on their own, I will probably kill them.
Stay as a flexible element. I'm not going to give you a specific objective to hit. You are purely going to assist whoever needs it. Does that make sense?
It's going to be kind of hard. A lot of that middle is on higher ground than what we're going to be sitting on. Not going to have much good sight lines.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of an advance. Like I said, I'm going to let you guys choose your sight lines and stuff, so if you feel like one side's just going to be better for you than the other, go for it. I'm not going to control you guys on a tight lead. I trust you guys to know your vehicle, know what you can see, and know what you can do.
We'll see what they decide to take it within their convoy here. I think they're doing some early game reconnaissance, but because the operation has started, recon elements are starting to head in. We're going to call it here. So, green 4, hostile to op 4. So they're this mountain. I'm going to set up some random patrol teams here. Just to kind of contend with them. Put them in a diamond formation, have them crouched.
On the way. Will do. Copy that.
Because this is all about trying to keep
Copy that. Copy.
an AO this size
Copy.
seemingly populated. But yeah, crouched units moving around like this with radios to report, I think that's a good call there. We'll just have to see how everything goes. Let's just verify. I'm 99% sure I already sent my global AI, but yep, just to make sure. And we should be on for a good 3 hours for this operation.
And listening to you gives you a fucking aneurysm.
I've got a big test for 2 weeks. I can't have a headache all the time now.
I'll be curious to see what they bring in as well.
How it's meant to work. Actually, fucking idiot. It's like bacon strangling into the fucking television.
Oh man.
Sleep because it's probably...
So they do have multiple different types of towed guns. They can also use the AA guns as anti-infantry weapons or light anti-tank weapons if they want. There's 2 mobile respawn bits, which I believe are these. They've got their own boxed medical to work with as well, so we'll see what they decide to infringe on. But their recon team should be mostly equipped with SVT-40s and a Mosin with a scope, yep.
So I'm ranged out to 1,000 meters, you know.
Alright, so they're gonna set up the fob.
This fob in the clearing.
Yeah.
I guess we should, I mean...
So that's what they want to do. They want to put the fob here, which is going to contend with the little mini fob I'm trying to set up here. Which is not... Yeah, it's not a bad call. I am going to set up a circular patrol here, though.
Understood. Understood. Copy.
But this will be a great staging point to
Solid copy. Copy.
bring stuff against them.
Copy that.
Yeah, so I think I have a fuel truck here to mark that I did want to put this position down as a fob. I don't think I have any other reminders, so that should be fine. Here, 1 second. So the guy that was telling me he was looking for an NCO found an NCO. So. Otherwise, let's see. I know people always jump into these late because that just seems to be the nature of MCO. We got 51 people on, and we have a few more in the lobby. This could go up to 54, 55. Did they hit the NCO? Yep, so he's not going to be able to call things down. I'm not sure if that's loud enough for me to send support, though. Yeah, they're quickly folding away. And they're double tapping forces here. So I'm going to try to pull this guy back. Because then I'll be able to get to someone with a radio, report there's hostile forces in here, and we can send a larger group into these woods, but it'll take probably 10 to 15 minutes for me to set that up from the fob. And then I can have this guy then jump in and join the other team. But a lot of this, I'm going to be playing with realistic radios, because that's something I don't like when I go to other Zeus missions, is they don't play it realistically to the player base. So, you know, if you have... And I will admit, I used to do it this way, too, and then there's still some ops I do it this way because I simulate short-range radios and whatnot. But
radio. Make sure everyone loads a medical box into their truck.
So we need basically at least a third
Medical
of
boxes
the
are
boxes that you see
already
back
kind
there,
of in the
as well as any statics you can.
logic trucks.
But I hate it when Zeus's don't play the AI as like a realistic player base. Example, the Falklands op I was playing the other day. The Argentinians weren't using any flares. We had to use the flares for illumination, but the AI were able to basically just like instantly find cover because that's how what AI do with their scripting. And then it basically engage us whenever we blindly fired at them, and they would hit us accurately, which was a pain in the ass. Like, I wish the Argentinians threw up flares. This case, communication. There's no short-range radios. There's only long-range radios. So if the guy with the long range is one of the first guys to get knocked out, he might not have been able to call that up in time. So this guy...
Command, this is ground command.
Has to move to his friendly forces.
The long range built into it again? I can't remember.
The 6-wheeler.
Oh, is it the 6-wheeler with like the radio amplifier?
Yes.
I believe it is the ammo trucks. Over.
Copy. That's going to be a command truck so that we can ensure we have radio contact with everyone at all times.
Different. So there's an invisible TFAR tower attached to this truck.
Engineers left a few crates for people that want to load them into their trucks. The rest of the crates are in the engineer
counterpoint is, how do
vehicle.
I know? How does he know that this force is here? And I'm going to be honest, reconnaissance forces should have been briefed about, you know, where friendly ambushes might be set up right now, you know, to facilitate fallback points. So he has to run up to this guy, and he should be okay. I didn't even have him set to full. So after that happens, we're probably going to use this area as a staging point. I'll set up some scout car to come up first, basically to hold the road. And then we'll send a squad over to go figure that out. You know, it's just,
Hey, Whale.
trailing forces there. Whale is going to be the guy leading the engineer team. At least, hopefully.
Grab Reno and start loading.
Someone stole my PPSH and took all the drum mags I had. Because some of them have stick mags, some of them have drum mags.
Hey, Whale, are you on freak?
Yes, engineers back on net.
Do you want command to tow you like an extra emplacement, or?
All right.
We can always take it back later. We make multiple trips.
He still hasn't made it yet. He's gonna immediately tell that team
to take on the first trip,
to move into that position. And we're gonna call up reinforcements from this little fob here, because the fobs that I have are where I'm gonna be spawning stuff from to move in.
Sounds good.
But occasionally you might see me put a squad like in a town or something, because it's presumed that they're already there patrolling. Speaking of, based off of where the infantry are, I'm going to say we have a town garrison here. I'm going to set them to combat. So they they'll go basically from cover to cover piece.
Engineers are ready to go.
All right. He just got there. He'd be talking to him. I'm going to...
Any squads not ready to go, let me know now.
Alpha just loading up, waiting for one guy.
trace this guy to follow.
Alpha's waiting.
Eventually,
Delta,
they're going to
you
then
ready?
find this position.
Delta's ready.
Charlie?
And now I'm going to start setting up the transports here.
Alpha to platoon, we're ready to go.
Alpha, Delta, Echo, are you ready?
So this is meant to be
Echo's
Korean
ready.
War. Yes, I have
Charlie,
Ekimon
you ready?
Garans instead of Lee Enfields. It's just the best I can do right now.
Man, where the fuck is Charlie?
Charlie's just going for a planetary discussion. Will just be 5 minutes.
Yeah, like a scout car to lock down that road.
Say
That
again
wouldn't
for Charlie?
that wouldn't be bad.
We're just going over the plan again. We're going to be 5 minutes, then we can be certain to say we're ready.
Copy, that's fair. I did give you the time. All squads, if you have anything else you need to do, now is the time. We'll wait for them real quick.
Medics won't also be a part of every single squad. They'll only be a part of certain squads or garrisons. But yeah, this is all meant to be kind of like their home turf that I'm like doing reconnaissance work in.
Platoon, engineers.
Now I'm going to also have this truck go ahead of time because I want to do
Solid copy.
this. Are they going to backtrack? Ah, I see. Yeah, so they're going to backtrack that way instead. Jesus Christ. Please. Please stop. All right, you made your point there. But that's something different. This counter push here is going to be to relay to that. I'm going to have this guy link up with these dudes, so he's going to be set to pathing disable.
All squads, keep in mind as well, Recon is marking what they can see on the map, so just use that to your
Planes
advantage.
are being launched. All right. So only 2, so we're missing one of the pilots overslept. Basically what happened there. That is fine. Why are you doing that? So I disabled his pathing, and yet he's doing that, so who the hell knows? See? He even ran back to his spot, because AI be AI. I'm thinking another few minutes we'll say that group's ready to deploy. Because they're amassing basically a full
Charlie 2 platoon.
group here.
We're on net, ready to go. Sorry
I'm
for
going
the
to do
wait.
3 squads.
You're okay. All units move out, move out, move out. Good luck, have fun.
Engineers are at the lead of the convoy right behind lead. We're going to let everyone else pass around us. Please pass around the AA vehicle and fuel vehicle and rearm repair vehicle. Go past us. Over.
Delta,
Charlie
move
Cop.
out.
Alpha is following the MSR, heading to our objective mark.
Alright, I'm going to have these guys come back and say, hey, there's nothing
Hey,
there. Then I'm going to have
engineers,
them be the
be
scouting
advised, platoon's
force
gonna
when that main
stick
force
with you
is
guys
ready.
for now to help you guys set up initially and everything.
Alright, they're now moving out. If I start having hostile planes over the AO, I will send my planes over to help counter.
If that's good with you guys.
And we will go from there. This guy... Okay, was just left out there. Yeah, I've got AT guns. I've got a few other things
This
to
is
work
Charlie,
with.
where do you want us?
Charlie, you are attacking Objective Cinnamon.
I mean in the motorcade.
Oh,
Alright.
take that veer off and
Might
just
be a
make
minute
sure you're
early
with
than
the
what I
Alpha.
thought,
So,
but
Alpha, did
that's
you already
fine.
move out?
Firm, entering force now.
I'd imagine the
Alright,
frontline
then,
forces are
Charlie,
quicker
just,
to
go ahead and head out.
send out anyway, but now I'm sending out this team basically to do
However
a scouting
works
force.
for you.
We'll see how things go from there.
Scratch that 1 second. So we got armored, so we're gonna need to deal with a few injured teammates.
Hey,
I gotta hope.
I don't know if
I'm
you can get on it.
looking for them. I don't know where they are.
This is Charlie to High Command. Be advised. Disregard.
Apparently disregard.
Delta's coming up to our objective.
Alpha, Charlie, be advised, recon is in your AO, so watch your fire to the south.
So I gotta watch where those planes go, because right now they're just doing some simple scouting stuff. These guys, I'm having recon this town, just to see how things go with that. Okay, the planes are really high down here from the ground, so I'm not gonna detect them unless the AA guns look up and start shooting. Which it looks like they're not. Yes, I'm using German ones again. I gotta keep the mod set small because the too bloated mod set has its own issues, but...
Hey, Whale, are you on 3?
Engineers are always on 50.
Oh, this should be interesting. So they...
Set up, or are you
I think they cut through on the left because my ambush should have...
Initiation at both Dumpling and Cinnamon, and once we know where the bad guys are, we'll set up FOB Broth. For now, we're at our waypoint. Over.
They did notice.
Copy, I did hear shots direction Dumpling.
So that's going to adjust. They're going to radio to the convoy coming in and say, hey.
If I'm being honest, slightly confused.
Explain.
Our NCO is gone, so I took over, and I wasn't there for part of the briefing, so I'm just trying to put together the pieces.
See, that's why you gotta...
AO, platoon lead's gonna come to you guys, see if we can help.
You gotta be present, otherwise things happen. So I'm making sure these are all set to get out orders.
Alpha to platoon.
Send platoon.
Be advised, one of my guys just late joining. His name's Azmat. He's BNR squad.
Copy. Where are you guys at, Alpha?
We're keeping our Alpha mark updated.
What are you shooting at?
Copy.
Roger that.
Yeah.
Echo, how's current contact?
Charlie en route.
Alright, if these guys dismounted, cool.
Echo, how's severe contact? What's their position?
On the way. Roger.
Move that car up.
We're taking fire from the southeast at Dumpling.
This area is pretty much clear.
Copy. Command's about to get to you guys. All squads continue otherwise.
Alright, there we go. Now, again, because I gotta, also do administrative maintenance things.
Recon units continuing into town now. It's mostly clear here.
Now I'm firing bazookas at him. Medic got hit.
Command car's going up now. Watch your fire.
Copy that.
Alright, they're gonna call for support. They've sighted the enemy. I have 2 other tanks at this base. I haven't spawned yet because I intend to use them for QRF, and I think I'm gonna bring them at this point.
Copy.
Echo squad, this is engineers.
Alright. Now it's all about microing my frontline assets.
We advise platoon just head to the recon for that guy's now.
Now I do have to keep things balanced. I want to bring more units on this other side here. I have those marked as a truck.
Copy, copy. Hi, Latham.
I'll be sending that force in as well. This group is going to be in the thick of it at this point. Because they're one squad about to fight pretty much an entire platoon here. I also have this reconnaissance team I'm going to try to send to flank them here. But they're bearing the brunt of the engagement. And I'm also waiting for my AT guns to start going. But since they want the AO to focus more on this area...
let's take a moment. Oh, on that.
I'm going to send some additional QRF.
On the way.
Over here.
Roger that.
Where is message for Echo? I'm with them now.
Engineers, we're just inquiring how contact's going southwest. We're setting the FOD now. We want to know if you guys are far away from it.
Alright.
Yeah, you should be safe. We're in kind of like a platoon.
Let's send them in at this point, because they're a full platoon, they would have the support. And I am probably going to drop bombs on that town as well.
I'm just trying to hear you over the noise here.
Or they need defense.
So I'm going to wait till I see the planes swooping in. There we go.
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Alright, this squad also engaging. They're only a few guys, though, so I gotta be careful. You got these forces coming around.
What's progress at Objective Cinnamon?
Ooh, dear.
There we are. Yeah.
Well, that was a good bomb hit.
Hostile air is in the air.
I got hostile air starting to do reconnaissance based off of everything around here.
Alpha to platoon.
Charlie, so,
You guys are pretty badly pinned down here. They got a medic down as well. I'm gonna bump accuracy up by 10%. Because this squad, I don't mean to sound mean when I say this, but I want them to get pretty much fucked here. Because that's one squad fighting a full freaking platoon. Did I use Air Cobra? Yes, I am. It's because, again, limited assets, but that's the only thing I got at that point. They have American markings.
I'll have fun shooting down every Air Cobra with the AA then.
Yeah, we just got bombed by one.
Airplane sounds are a little delayed. Yeah, my AT guys decided to go hide. The tank's up to assist. Oh, man. Get off the road.
Alpha, Charlie.
Break, all nets, fucking southwest of southern objective, 2 times Shermans coming in.
Be advised, we need tanks to be back to objective.
Alright, I'm sending them back.
2 times Shermans south of Dumpling. Heading dropping off.
I'll try to focus on using Thunderbolts instead so there isn't any more miss-PID. Why did you land? Alright, well they got out of the AO, but that's... Did I order them to land on accident?
Tanks are needed at dumpling time now, over.
Enemy armor is marked on map.
Also, you're going to hear radios distorted because of my relation to them. They switch targets? Oh. That's, yeah, so they start engaging the scouts. That's awkward.
Alpha Charlie.
Oh, we have death messages. That's not good.
Enemy tanks under objective.
Man.
Alpha Charlie.
So one of the tanks got bombed. Both of the tanks got bombed.
Whale, can you relay for me what's progress of the plan?
So I'm going to pull these forces back.
All forces enemy armor next to objective dumpling has
Going to keep the infantry engaging here. We got that group there as well. You got the other tank coming. All right, well, that got messy.
Delta engineers relaying for command. Need progress support on objective A. Over.
This is Delta. We are halfway to objective
Yeah.
Command relaying for Delta. Delta is halfway through objective A and currently engaged. Out.
All right.
Alpha to any units on frequency. Alpha is engaged south of objective Cinnamon.
I'm going to start trying to send forces around.
Charlie Gunner to Charlie. Are you on that?
Copy that. Understood. Will go. On the way. Copy.
That's not good.
Do we have entrenching tools?
Yeah, I think they had 2 KIAs there. That's why. Bombs, man. All right, meanwhile, looking above for bodies, I'm going to go ahead and delete some of the stuff back here. They're otherwise all still heavily engaged.
Back here. Not only do we
We
need
have
to pick up
friendly
some
air
equipment,
above
but we also need to fucking set up.
Repeat last for Charlie Gunner. If someone said whoopsick.
Yes, this is Charlie Shell. They're going to be setting up the spots. I need you to drive the troop back to the area.
Right, I'm going to have another section of tanks coming from the right. Air did a great job dealing with those tanks, though. Like, very, very good job. They bombed both, and now the crews are falling back, essentially. So good calls there. I'm going to set up a mortar.
Charlie Gunner is moving the truck. Charlie.
And I'll put them somewhere in the open with good overwatch. We'll put them back here.
Alpha to any Charlie numbers, be ready.
Yep, this is Charlie.
Where you guys at? I've been calling for you.
We're currently holding at Hold Point Sigma because we're taking shots from the south. We can move forward if you need us to if we've got cover. Alpha?
I think I'd actually prefer a guy with a radio.
Hold Point Sigma. Mark side channel. Coming inside the
Who can listen to those calls. All right, this force is pretty much wiped, so I'm going to try to pull them back.
Negative, negative, I see. You're being engaged by
All right, these guys blew up the truck. They're basically
From
checking
the
bodies.
south, I believe. South to southwest.
That's where we are. We're in the forest, holding the line here. We need you up here.
Hey, I'm going to tell you what to push forward.
All right.
Master support is now on standby.
I'm going to get 2 Thunderbolts in the air here, because I need air superiority again, or at least the Americans think that. I'm going to keep them on separate groups. I'll pull them back a little more, put them up in the air. They'll probably drift a bit downwards.
On the way.
But I want to put them here and here. All right, pull up, babies. Whew, there we go. All right, meanwhile, I'm going to then cut these forces over here, actually, so I can remove them from play, because Air's going to be watching them. Just want to make sure the forces on the back aren't getting too far pulled out there.
All units be advised, objective dumpling seems to have let up. Air was able to decrew E2 Shermans.
Charlie's forces pushing in, some of them left behind to deal with the truck. We're coming.
Excuse me. So yeah, they're dealing with that counterattack there. So they're in the process of building their little fob here. I've got some forces that have cut through the woods. They're probably going to start attacking that position soon. And now another thing I could do if I wanted to is use some scout cars. And I can continue to push that side because now I will have the intention of trying to flank the enemy. So I'll be under APC.
Waiting order.
So I'm going to set that up there. These guys aren't going to have medics, though, because I probably won't have the room.
Yeah, you want to stab us up there, right?
Yes,
Delta, engineers. Delta, send sit rep on egg objective when you can.
Cool. And they're tracked, so they'll bypass roads.
Egg, we're still pushing the last bit now. Still engaged.
Delta, how many guys got up?
We have a full 7-man team right now.
Got it.
And 1 tank with us.
Alpha,
Thought I heard him engage, but I'm not sure. That might also be my anti-tank guns over here.
Send an objective over.
Objective has been secured.
All right, so Holy Light just blew up one of my gnats. Wasn't very cash money of him.
Command, did you receive Alpha's last?
Oh, these are so slow to turn.
Command, Alpha stated they are finished with their objective, and Charlie and them are holding at the South Alpha mark near objective center mark.
Come on, baby.
They need orders.
Completely lost my angle on him. They do have infinite ammo, though, because I don't want to deal with having to deal with their logistics. I'm going to individually group these.
Alpha, Charlie, this is engineers relaying for command. Charlie, did you copy commands last?
No.
Charlie, this is engineers reporting for command. You and Alpha are to push south until the tree light ends. Engineers are in contact southeast of the fob. Command ordered Charlie and Alpha to clear out south and make sure their path to the next objective is safe. Over.
Charlie, actual Charlie seats shell. Go ahead.
Alpha, command, this is engineers. Command, I'm requesting that you send Alpha back. We can use the help with taking contact. These fours need to be cleared out.
Have Charlie hold until Alpha can recommit.
That's true, because of that whole point concept.
This is Alpha, repeat last. Where are we
I think
going?
my tank just got hit. Yep, she's smoking.
Help engineer team.
Mac Marine, I think, got shot down.
Marking contact now. Alpha, we need to sweep him out.
By my AA guns. That's going to give me an angle to delete that. I can delete that. And I still have another tank trying to come around. And I'm hearing artillery firing off. Cool. Now we got these forces moving through. I think they're remounting their forces otherwise. Whew. Frames have been good, though, for what I have here. So now, as the U.S. side, I'm trying to basically re-coordinate my forces.
That's some interesting genetic engineering, Liru.
I don't know what you're talking about, but clear side.
Their models are bugged for me.
Yeah, at range, they have their arms extended. There's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. It's a mod issue.
Neat.
This is the Winter Soldier program.
This is Charlie Shell. Do you still want us to go south to into the trail?
No, we don't have an eye on him.
A-firm Charlie, if you can read me, keep going there. Just keep in mind Alpha's not with you. You're alone, so be careful on the contact you take.
Try to pull these trucks back.
Engineers, relay
Holy just randomly pinged
Charlie,
me.
command is stating, reminder, you'll be alone, but go ahead with your order. Over.
Alpha Engineers, you're at the west of us, correct?
Correct. Contact has died down, but if you give the forest a quick once-over, that'd be great. Over.
Roger, coming straight to you now.
I think that was another misping by Holy there. Otherwise, you got those forces continuing to move on. This guy, I'm going to say he's going to try to pull back from that attack. Link up with those guys. Now, I want a bazooka here. And he glitched out and wouldn't let me pull his bazooka out. I love it. So we're now all the way over here. I think my other plane might have gotten shot down. I actually don't know.
Alright, here's where the trenches are going.
Now they're digging forces up. Got a tank. I think, yeah, they just cooked off that other Sherman.
Alpha Engineers are here for you. Moving into the woods.
Engineer, copy.
What? That's the debug corner. I don't know why there's explosives going off in there, but...
Here. We're getting the mortar set up. We will have more support online soon.
I don't know. This is high. Was there a call for me? I guess I'm out of radio range of him. Can someone just confirm or deny that was a call for me? Over.
No call for you, but I still like hearing your voice now.
Adorable. Thank you. Out. What the fuck was that?
On the way. Copy that. On the way. Copy. Roger that. On the way.
Fucking making me blush.
On the way.
I'm surprised my AT guns aren't... They're calling out targets, though.
800 meters, 2 o'clock.
So I guess we just have to wait them out.
Okay, mortars are set up by engineers. If anyone needs a mortar call, relay to engineers at FOB. We have 2 mortars, over.
You're not in the driver's seat, are you?
What's your ammo count? Or is it like a bunch?
Unlimited.
Yo?
Welcome. Solid copy.
Hey, yo.
Copy that.
They do have unlimited ammo because they have the, excuse me, they have the, rearm Vic with them as well, so...
Alpha is currently just south of the clearing up the forest from recent contacts. Check that, please.
On the way.
Server okay?
But let's
yeah,
just,
we can...
I guess.
Yeah, okay. A little worried about Rocker because he's on this frontline position. He is on digging that trench.
A dead body. Okay.
So there's my infantry squad coming up. So MCOs especially, I delete bodies in small groups one at a time.
Delta for command. I repeat, this is Delta for command.
Don't relay that. Alpha to command.
Alpha, you requested.
Yeah, I want to push their fob here.
This is Alpha, we did not.
Liru, if you can hear me, this is Engineer. Can we just build transmitter towers?
Stand by. Send again, Wayne.
Do we have invisible transmitter towers attached to some of these trucks?
To the trucks with brake, with the rearm, yes you do, over.
Hey, firm. They may not be working unless they need to be on a hill or something. We have it here, and it doesn't seem to relay.
It has a short range of only, I want to say, 30 meters max, over. And it deteriorates past like 15 to 20.
Okay, Command, engineers will continue to relay for you then. Everyone on net should be able to hear me right now.
Yeah.
So I think that was Murchie's connection disconnecting, because now the thing looks fine, but I think that was a network degrade issue.
Delta has completed their objective. Objective egg is clear.
So I've got forces falling back now. I do like that the AI do seem to be doing a good job of falling back to everything here.
Echo, stand by momentarily. Has Alpha rejoined with Charlie?
Charlie is currently taking fire, so we're hunkered down. Okay?
Yeah, so the left flank I'm taking a break from
position of Alpha.
at the moment. I will eventually send some sort of counterattack. I'm focusing my line in here.
Say
We're
again
at
last on
they
that.
started
Not
about
command,
deploying
before
at about 2:15 minus the recon group. They went a little earlier, but
Charlie
yeah, for the first 30 minutes, this is a pretty good pacing of what I
We're currently at
want.
Hull Point Bones.
I know what I'm going to do, though. I want a full tank platoon to basically move up and set up a defensive line.
Awaiting orders. Roger.
To prevent anything from coming up right there.
Tank 2 to General, do we have mortars?
Hey, firm, we have mortars on standby.
Roger, calling for fire on the PAC 40 marker at 034974. Please fire for effect. 4 rounds.
Do you want us to walk it northwest?
Unknown exact position, so yep.
Confirms the fire support request 034094.
Alright, the AI won't fire, I will fire for them. But it looks like they're using mortars on that position. Alright, those guys I'm going to delete there, I think out of their render view here. Meanwhile, I want to get on this gun and see if I see anything. Oh yeah. Let's give him a little scare. Yeah. Oh, I might have just splashed him. Yep. Switch to HE.
This is Alpha. Force was clear. This is a counterattack. Copy. I'm telling you, Echo's coming to you, so just watch your fire. Don't shoot a friendly man. Roger.
Alright, let's get Mergy back in the fight here.
Charlie Axel to be advised, Charlie still holding pause. We got light contact. Do you want us to sit or just go move somewhere else and help out?
Sit in place for now.
don't know why that static just feels so nice to hear. Just, you know, fading into the wind like that. Yeah, Murchie, I don't think his internet's strong enough to handle all this. I'm gonna tell him next time, like, hey, you might want to just walk into the AO, because every time that's the second time I've teleported him, and it just kills him. You know?
Alpha copies. Echo suggests you mark yourself on that so we know where we are.
Be advised, platoon just put down a quick marker for Echo.
Scout team to command. We've managed to secure radio in the field and can give you more accurate information now.
Awesome, you guys are pod.
Well, we've run into a lot of contact. Other than that, we've just been trying to mark all the tanks and ship heading elsewhere.
And we officially probably sound like tank to Delta.
Tank, send.
Some guys are standing by us and we get a large round. We're okay, but your men are not.
Ooh.
Command, do be advised. We spotted lots of contacts, including active tanks on that southern loop on Objective Apple.
Copy.
We're okay, but your men are not. That's, ooh.
Liru?
Send for Liru.
How are we on Mortar?
You should just get the option from the ammo truck. So bring the ammo truck by the mortar, it should work. I remember testing this a while ago. That's why I picked a certain one up. Yeah, there goes Murchie. Alright, so they're abandoning this position, so I'm going to go ahead and delete the bodies over here just because I got to keep the server clean somehow. Felt like I just deleted too many too fast, but I think we're okay. Yeah, so now you got this counterattack going. Ah, I see your gunner's dead, so let me set him to careless hold fire and try to get him to drive back off to the side, essentially, as a fallback unit. Alright, this one guy, he survived, pull back, I can delete him. Now comms are quiet. They snipe him out? Nice, yeah, the AT gun just annihilated that.
Be advised, Echo has just destroyed the half-track.
Alpha Echo, there was one half-track here. Was there a second?
I don't know, but we just killed one, so.
Well, excuse you, that's Alpha's kill.
Wrong, it was still moving. You failed. You only injured the deer.
This is Delta to command. Can we take the respawn pick to our position? The second one.
Who, sorry? Who was first one?
Delta.
Yeah, sure. Do we have multiple?
We've got two respawn Vics. Vic 2 is at spawn.
Again, bringing them anywhere close to front line.
Yeah, I'll keep it away from front line, but the second Vic still at spawn.
The second
that got disabled.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, gonna take it.
There's one in the fob, so if anyone needs to respawn there.
Scout team to command, scout team to command. We've got an entire squad heading from Objective Apple, northwest.
Copy. If you're able to mark them on map, I can mortar them for you.
Hold orders for now. I want to keep them for direct engagement.
Command engineers, do you know if the respawn vehicles respawn in turn when they die?
The respawn Vics do not respawn, because I can't respawn the framework on it.
We're going to keep that one in reserve. Delta, please leave that one at base.
Yep, Delta, we're going to leave it there. They don't respawn like the other vehicles.
Yeah,
so if it dies,
it doesn't respawn the way... I'd actually have to experiment with that. I don't know if they do. Oh, that is something I probably are going to have to look into. Oh, the tank got blown up. Yeah, I know, dude.
Solid copy.
Yeah.
So, I'm not sure if you saw when this happened, but Tree did it in Arma and we got sent to space.
Okay. You're gonna have to drive back then, because apparently when I teleport people up, they have a 50-50 of crashing, so I don't want to risk teleporting an entire tank up. So, yeah.
Weird.
Sorry.
Alpha's at the preparing to get on a truck to move southeast.
I thought the AT gun killed him. No, a tree did. Ah, good old tree.
Yeah, we saw the respawn message. Be advised, while you're still at the fob, resupply now. This is going to be Alpha's resupply period. Copy.
Alright, so while this is going on, I'm not going to drive the forces up. I'm instead going to claim we had a group come up
Marked on the map at 031969, notepad 7.
and push them from the left. But in about 9 minutes, I think this might be my last wave attack to go in.
Should be to your southwest.
Simply because I gotta now give them the opportunity to start counterattacking. Otherwise, a recon's moving in. So I do need to formulate some stuff to deal with them. So if I set things to combat. I mean, yeah, Arma happens. There's not really much you can do about that. That's just how the game works, unfortunately. Alright, I'm hunting for infantry. This thing does not like to reload properly.
Alpha, please let me know as soon as you're exfilling the box.
Oh, okay, he's firing on his own now.
Oh, shit, that's close.
Alright, Mr. AI, you do it. Ooh, AT guy's down, that's good. Here, I'll push up my right flank to seek and destroy. I might do a rocket run on that position, but not to kill him, just to freak him out a little bit. We can, I can strafe that left side. Air support is on the way. If it'll give me control, there we go.
Scout team to command there is a P-47 strike team headed to Charlie's position.
Copy. JTAC, vector that shit fast as fuck.
Yeah, they got their, well, one of them didn't get their heads down.
We need
the fighters over here now.
We need fighters over here. We're currently being shelled. This is Charlie Shell.
Copy. Confirm, was it shelling or P-47?
Not the P-47. That's an enemy.
Great.
Scott, I can't identify.
Top yet? P-47s are not ours. P-47s are shooting.
That's a P-39.
That's a Cobra. That's a Cobra. This is Alpha. We're resupplied and is moving out southeast of Bob to reposition.
Addy was caught in the open. Oh my god.
Advise, Bob, your next intake should be Echo.
3 down up here, it's like right near me. It's Bob.
Delta, what is your supply situation?
I didn't mean for that to kill these guys.
People
Yeah, most of them woke up though, which is
they're
good.
bombing us and knocking us down. Charlie Shell.
Looks like they're working on him.
Be advised to double up with Charlie Shell is saying we've got P-41s flying.
Yes, they brought the tank gun out.
Hey, firm, I believe all air should be vectoring to you time now, if not already there.
Trying to find him. There he is.
Be advised, I believe Echo may be being caught in a ship situation as well, so wait one.
Yeah, Charlie's currently stationed at the whole point bonuses still, so make sure they fly over there.
Line disappeared,
Being engaged by
which means it worked.
directly west of our current position.
Copy. Alpha, do you guys not have any shooting? We do. We're trying to get up. On the way. Copy. Is any armor near you as
And
well?
let Sherman move with them.
Friendly, that is.
Reno was killed by me. Friendly fire.
Tank 2 more south of us, but we're not sure if they're here or not.
There's more
Tank 2 will be there at Tank 2 marker momentarily.
Yeah, I did the rocket strike. And yeah, those messages are immersion breaking. I'm sorry.
Southwest of us.
I don't regret it.
We've taken out a pack gun near objective Echo. Do you want us to move on to stage 2 now?
And engineers are bringing an anti-air piece to hold point bones over.
Remember, the Zeus is always listening.
Break. This is Alpha, Tank 2. We have 2 enemy armor now dead.
Oh! Oh! Oh my god, I trick-shotted them! Oh! That's probably one of the better shots I've made. Good god. That makes me giddy.
Engineers ready for fire mission.
It's an awesome shot. Good god.
Be advised, weapons also truck marker.
Good thing they got a truck back there to use, but damn.
Heart rate.
I can't believe I made that.
Do you want us to just like blow up the truck, or is there enemies?
There is like 2 squads all around it. We're not getting it back.
Alright, I gotta keep an eye on recon here. If I see recon, I will blow him up, but... Whew. I cannot believe I made that shot. I'm like, oh, I hit Hattie. Oh, I blew up their truck. Whoa. Damn. Looks like their anti-tank gun got hit. All's fair in love and war. But yeah, now I'm basically going to slow down my attacks here. I'm just adjusting my seat. To give them the opportunity to push forward. But they've got, wow, great mortar strikes. Yeah, right on top of that squad. Great strikes. What is Caleb doing? He's gonna literally get killed here. He's gonna try to go up and sap it, I think.
Copy. Whoever was just calling non-combat effective, pull back. NG, if they need any support, give it to them.
Unfortunately, I can't hear them either. They're too far and the radio's too weak.
I don't know who that is.
Hey, firm, we're falling back to the previous point. This is Charlie Shell, we're falling back.
Charlie is reporting falling back. We get.
They hit a rock.
I'm working on that.
Like, I don't mean to sound rude when I say this, but you know it's Arma 3, and you know when you hit things with your vehicle in Arma 3, they do funny things. So if you decide, hey, I'm going to hit things with my Vic... Like, what do you expect? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Copy, I'm on it.
Ah, it's funny. I'm gonna laugh if Caleb actually gets away with that. The frontal machine gun should aim him, but we'll see.
Friendly armor, are you able to get to that?
Other tank was just hit. Basically, again, to give air something to bomb, but I think they're busy trying to hunt enemy fighters here.
Solid copy.
Alright, otherwise, go ahead, delete more stuff behind them. Frames have been good, server performance has been good. A little bit of network desync here and there, but that's to be expected when you have, I want to say anywhere above 40 players working on stuff. Medics are now running up to assist with medical. But yeah, they're gonna have to basically get one of their engineer trucks out there to fix the VIX. he's back in the gun. Ooh, you got the Shermans basically.
Outstanding ground forces, be advised. Alpha's still pinned. We got 2 tanks directly south of us. Our AT gun has been destroyed.
Where's friendly armor? Are they able to assist you with the armor contact also?
Yeah, Calum got killed. Machine gun got him.
Charlie Shell, this is Charlie Actual. Shit, no. Charlie Actual, this is Charlie Shell.
This is Tank 2, not really. We are a bit combat ineffective. Tracks are out, we're engaged from multiple angles. Commander
Calum
is
spawned in the respawn, wrong spot. Yeah, so he's gotta pick the other one.
Whatever the other one is.
uncertain. Maybe
so far so good.
This is Charlie Shell. We're currently defending the downtown.
That medic's AFK. Did he have American stuff on? What?
That'd be where Tank 1 is then.
Did I give the medics that type of helmet? Yeah, no, I hope he doesn't get shot.
Well, considering you're the only one who's defending Tank. Never mind, yes.
The Caleb's reconnecting, something happened.
Even though we've been getting hit southwest and west.
I know.
Now we have this reconnaissance group here. Oh, they're using their AA. Oh, that's messy. Yes, they're basically pushing my front line here. This group I can delete, but if that is the case, that means they've moved off from this position.
Go for engineers.
Here, 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay, so Caleb died because he tried to throw an AT grenade, but he was moving while he was throwing it, so it clipped into his hand and blew himself up. That's
fine.
That's a yikes right there.
My boys are out getting additional vehicles right now. I can be over there in 10 minutes maybe.
That's okay. Re-garrison objective dumpling.
Copy, we're on that right now.
I think the gunner of the Vic just died, so I'm gonna have these guys pull out if we can.
It's gonna have to be where you live right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna reposition these tanks and have them deal with over here, because this is where the enemy player base is moving up. I'm gonna coordinate my remaining QRF to put reinforcements that way. Yeah, I should have given myself the most powerful radio I could have to cover everything, because even though my set of radio is making it harder to hear them. So that's something I can fix right now.
This is Tank 2, I'll try and provide support fire, but I've only got
I need an MR3000 to be on their save.
Charlie is not okay. Currently they're pulsing the Sherman pressing forward. Anti-tank gun is gone. We cannot retreat. Charlie Shell.
Copy, I'll try to see what I can get for you guys.
Hey, Tom.
Mortars are still online.
Charlie, vector those mortars onto the tank if you can, or on any targets that you can.
Yeah, so these Shermans are disabled over here.
Stop keep the delta. When you make stuff the firing on friendlies.
Delta confirmed.
Yeah, they're friendly wiggling the Vic because they're getting fired at by their... that's funny. But yeah, this force I have pretty much pulling back at this point. This force I have adjusting as well.
Alpha engineers.
Go for engineers.
You guys have a spare AT gun back up top?
Not yet. We'll maybe in 15 minutes. Also, we're going to start getting ready to build a fob at ICE far south, over.
ICE is at what position? Somewhere over here. Yeah, they're firing AT on this thing.
Objective
They're just capturing bazookas and I guess practicing here. Which is quite funny.
I don't know, there's already too many Shermans to keep track of.
I have only sent 6 Shermans at them, a platoon and a section on this flank. I sent 2 Shermans over here as well, because I knew they would have air superiority. Alright, that guy I think is still the radio guy, right? He's still got the LR? Yeah, so we'll be able to contact that group.
What kind of resupply do you need?
Then I will send them up to counter. But yeah, no, like I had a platoon over here because air was already in that area blowing them up.
Status update.
That's the thing about some player bases. You give them a little bit of a wall and they just complain. And I'm trying to provide more of that wall these days. Also, when I see these trench lines, I'm going to be deleting them because the player base has moved off from them. And I want to make sure that I deconstruct anything that isn't needed. But yeah, I do like, you know, smashing through everything, but I like a little bit of a challenge.
A bunch of clips
Okay, this driver is getting on my nerves. I'm trying to show that we're actively repositioning forces to stop enemy spearheads.
This is Charlie Shell. Charlie needs assistance. Tanker also looks like he needs assistance. It's currently firing off with the last of its shells.
Okay, if you can mark the enemy positions, we can get mortars.
Scout team to Delta, be advised, there is an M4 Sherman over there at Little Bravo. You need to back up. It's to the southeast. You need to back up that milk truck. It's got eyes on it.
Was over here another Sherman? Oh yeah.
Engineers, can you relay for me? Is that the intercept of ice?
Alright, so we're basically giving these guys the opportunity to counterattack. I'm not sending anything against that forest. I am trying to fight anything that's over here at this point.
Tank.
Why?
It is sitting out front of the barn over there at Little Wobble.
Caleb's going for the AT grenade again. Good God. Yeah, giving them a bit of a lull. Oh, that was a drag glitch and a half. Whoops. It's okay. They're not paying attention. Got diff light going to work with.
Go for engineers, Alpha.
I still have the bomb north of us.
Yeah, shit ton of stuff here at the fob. Anything you need. I will call for more assistance. General resupply, we're going to, I believe, Echo first, and then I'll come to you.
That was a great F1 grenade throw.
Engineers, can you relay for me? Did Delta push to objective ice already?
Remember, unlimited mortars, people.
Is he going to get on the Sherman gun and start shooting at him?
Charlie, are you still
Oh, that one's cooking.
This is Charlie Actual. Can I ask the position of Logi? Is it possible to move it forward to our lines?
Alright. They're at 253 kills right now, so I will probably hit my server limit in a second. Need that other script retie them. So I'm just setting that up real quick. I want to keep putting pressure on that flank, but I'll send them from my HQ position here.
This is Tank 2, send. Which one?
Negative, that was Tank 1. That Sherman is dead, though.
I don't believe...
Wait, one tank, one be advised. Another Sherman going up against that.
I do love the combat looting you're seeing here because that's
Charlie Echo.
it is accurate. The Chinese
Charlie
did
Echo,
take stuff.
make sure your
You think this
marks
guy's
are
decked
current.
out enough though? He's got
Resupply
8
comes to Charlie
T-gun,
first,
8
then
T-gun.
Echo. Alpha's also getting resupplied. Make sure your marks are current.
Very rare.
Just kidding.
Copy, it's updated.
Ah, it's brilliant. It sounds like a majority of them are having fun, which is the most important part of any Arma 3 event. You know, make sure the players have fun. But yeah, they're collecting the bazookas and whatnot.
For reference, the gun
Realistically, a bazooka wouldn't be in every squad, but it's just to give some minor AT assistance.
It's N1. You got a spare trap by any chance?
It's here. I need you to grab it.
Yeah, so they just hit him.
Charlie, like you need to grab it now.
Otherwise, I have those half tracks coming, but for now, I'm keeping this area defensive. Oh my god. Oh, this damn side chat banter. Tiger's trap bar. Okay. Angry Dorito. I swear to God. So I'm trying to find objective ice.
Delta, engineers.
Yeah, we're being assaulted with multiple half-tracks coming this way.
Alright, looks like they just did air triple R.
With your name on it, just give me a mark. Over.
Hey, Fab, we were clear members inside. I need you to get this truck now. Over.
Alright, so this group, I'm just going to pull back. But yeah, no, the vehicles also come out here, I think, because they were hiding from air. But now it's just up to player base to
Logi tank 150.
properly counterattack here. Oh, all these dudes are naked. That's awkward. It's camo netting. Alright, if this is the case, I need to do this in a position of defilade cover. So I'm going to do it down here. Nope, they're opting to do it there. They're going to get chewed up.
Tank 2 to mortars, now copy.
Is quite unfortunate.
Orders copy, send.
Request fire mission 4 to 5 rounds, whatever you feel. Grid bearing 020959. Reference the 60mm mortar on the map.
Do not see the marker for 60mm mortar, but I do have it at 0.959.
Scout team to Delta leader, we're getting assaulted by P-47.
Position on map.
Mark, no on map.
On the way.
I'll push him a little bit here.
I think attacked from our southeast now.
Delete a few additional bodies around here. Just readjusting my seat again. Whew.
We're still holding the same point, but it looks like we're slowly getting a bit stronger.
These guys are recuperating here. I'm also going to put some advanced medical crates by the medical.
Hey, Zeus, this is High.
Send message.
Be advised, we're having difficulty. The ammo truck is meant to be repaired and resupplied, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Hey, friend, we're having difficulty at the fob.
Stand by.
Tanks, mortars,
What's up?
splash in 10.
Yeah, it's not working. I can't repair it.
Yeah, so some of these mods are not the most helpful here. So let me... I'll just do it manually. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I literally just had to do it twice for it to work, so it just goes to show things are a little buggy right now, but... Yeah, I guess if it's bugging out, because actually no, you might not have the perms.
I see.
Let me check the settings real quick for Logi, because it's been a while since I've looked at this mission. 1 second. Logistics would be...
effective.
Yeah, so you have to be an engineer, which would be the Dimmy. You'd have to be an engineer. So the tank crews, the aircraft, and I believe the fob builders are all set to engineer. So that's why you weren't able to.
Okay. They were also having difficulty, so I just want to make sure.
Okay. Well, if it's still, let me look at the settings again.
You said tank crew should?
Tank crew should be able to repair. Yeah.
Okay, that's my main concern. All right.
They need a toolkit. They should have toolkits. Yeah.
Copy.
Charlie, repeat. You said you were pushing back to hold point down?
I have all these things publicly available, but no one ever checks them, so I'll probably just stop.
Get a retreat out of here. We're just wondering what the situation with that is.
Be advised, we had some difficulties at the
Yeah, they have
FOB
toolkits,
with
so...
some Logi-related stuff that needed Hire's intervention. What do you need Logi for, sorry?
To refuel tank 1 and to exfil.
Copy, we'll work on that time now.
Any station on this net, this is high. Just a reminder, to repair and full repair, you need to be an engineer and have a toolkit. Engineer slots are pilots, tankers, and the FOB team. Over.
Be advised, Charlie, we're working on getting that to you.
Oh my god, there goes my FOB. That's unfortunate. Even one of my crates got knocked over, probably killed that dude.
Hey, can someone relay? I've never gotten an answer on this. Is Delta in objective ice?
Yeah, they're in objective ice.
Scout team to command.
Send.
Yes, do you want us to start pushing deeper into the lines across the river, or do you want us to hold before we start that?
Start flexing to AO-10.
Tank 2 is pulling back for rear.
So that's going to be your east, so stay on the side of the river, start scouting east.
Alright.
Tank 1, engineers. Tank 1, 5-0, send. Tank 1, you need full repair and refuel? We needed full fuel and a little bit of repair and a rearm. We're basically dry. Copy. Are you down at Tank 1 down pause? Yep, that's our location. We're bringing Tank 2 at this location as well, so you can get both of us. We'll be there in 2 minutes, over. Copy, copy.
Charlie, do you still need those air assets over your position?
Charlie does not need the air assets currently. Charlie is at the field area.
No, that's the wrong line. It's this
We're
line.
going to have to use it for now. Out of
Excuse me.
Do not shoot.
I'll be there during your back to combat patrol.
Echo, what is your status?
Okay. Yeah, that pack gun can call for fire, so I'm gonna...
Oh, there's buildings.
Alpha, engineers.
Yeah, don't move too far right because, oh shit.
Alpha, where would you like your AT gun?
I want to say it's a 20-second range time, call for fire, so at the 45-minute mark I will put up another round.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, well.
Engineers does not copy stage 2 mark. Can you give me an approximate location?
And while that's adjusting, I am going to copy-paste this.
Alpha mark.
Echo, are you on Freak? Echo, my voice,
I'm on
please.
medical supplies now completely.
Now you're going to have to go to a medical box or find more medical, because that's another thing about this scenario is the logistics.
Requesting to go back and resupply.
And while I'm setting up for there, I am going to have... That is the raw asset I wanted to copy and paste.
Delta, engineers, how you doing?
These guys I am going to include a medic. Set all this up. And set them to hostile so they move cover to cover. Thunk. Thunk. Thunk.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Artillery on! Get out of here.
Delta taking artillery fire at objective ice.
Yeah.
Platoon Sergeant, I need to know as soon as you see Echo in this ground.
Another 30, 45 seconds for transit time, because this is the one I'm using.
This is Platoon 2IC to Echo. Do you copy? I need a sit rep. Got it, thanks. This is Platoon 2IC to Platoon.
Yeah, I got him. I got him. Thank you for checking in on my boys. Charlie Alpha, what's your status?
Alright.
Charlie Alpha status.
Creeping barrage.
Charlie, do you copy? Charlie, are you up there? Recon, you copy.
Is this recon over here? Yeah.
Alright, boys. Oh, we can't close the shop doors? Damn. So we put a custom job on this. Alright, let's
Charlie,
go.
you copy?
Let's head southeast. Or, fuck, northeast.
Oh, hey, look, it's another
Charlie,
spotter.
you copy. Does anyone copy me? Someone respond.
Alright, Delta
It is
copies.
I.
Delta copies.
Platoon Sergeant.
Okay, Alpha, are you there? Charlie, are you there? Someone. Other than the ones who just responded.
This is Charlie Sharp. We're not there, but still holding position.
Copy. Alpha, what is your status?
There is Charlie! On the Alpha mark.
Thank you. I don't know if you can respond to me. I've literally never heard you.
I made him pull back.
You know what? Debrief. Debrief.
Okay, I do genuinely mean it though. I haven't heard you or Charlie.
What do you mean? We've been playing
this whole time.
Alright. Where are you? So you're at the hold point, yes?
Bold bastard.
I sort of want to just go.
Oh, man.
Tank 2 is moving down to ice to assist Delta.
How do we convince the players to continue? You know what I mean?
Future orders currently for Charlie and Alpha. May I request?
Alright, I can delete him.
Tank through from Delta.
Let's do one more barrage. On this village.
Be advised, all squads, are you all full on ammo and like good to move?
Tanks 5-0, all good.
This is Delta, we start heading back to base.
Alpha, how is your equipment status?
We'll cease the
Alpha,
operation
are you
after
there
that.
to hold Charlie's position while they pull back? Charlie, pull back to resupply.
That's there.
Charlie Engineers, did you ever mark your current position?
Yes, it's Hull Point Bones and the current position of Hull Point Alpha.
Because they asked.
I copy, but in the future I meant for you to put a Blue Force tracker on yourself. Like
Oh, that's
Delta,
funny.
Alpha, Echo, and yeah, just if you do that, it would have been easy to resupply you. I think we missed you because of that. Over.
It's okay. Logi, can you get to them?
That's a yes.
Alright, Charlie, hold position. Resupply's coming to you. And Alpha, are you guys good on ammo?
Affirm.
Alright, sorry for the repetitiveness. Comms are seeming to cut out and just be fucky.
I want to call it to give them the 90-minute warning,
As
but
soon as they're resupplied, we're gonna continue the advance. Copy?
No, you can go. Resupplies right here.
why is the medic naked and a hostage?
Copy. Charlie, let me know as soon as you're good on the resupply.
Command, this is hi, message over.
Send.
Just a reminder on our time. We are about halfway through it. Break again at about an hour and 35 minutes. I will have to do a hard cut of the mission. Over.
Copy. In that case, how do you want the mission to proceed? Do you want us to take the entire northern end of the river, or do you want us to cross?
Overall AO is to simply continue to push the advance from north to south. However you see that being done based off of your perception of the AO and your current assets is entirely up to your jurisdiction. Over.
Copy.
Why is...
Scout to command.
Send.
Be advised, we're not super close right now, but as of right now, we cannot see anything at Objective Darwin.
Copy. Be advised, due to situation, retrograde from your position and
Why
recon
did you
of
strip
AO
him naked
iron,
so he
we
died
are
of
crossing.
exposure? What is this?
I don't know. I didn't strip him.
This is Alpha. Charlie.
The look on the disappointment on my face.
I didn't do it.
Y'all are special.
He got naked himself. It wasn't us.
I don't know how the medic got naked.
Charlie,
You know
are
what?
you guys
I don't want to know. I genuinely don't want to know. It's okay. I'm just going to accept it as is.
Once again, I believe comms are being fucky. If anyone heard Charlie, let me know if they're good.
I think it's just comms ranges, but also people are messing around. But, I mean, one of the caveats to this MCO was a limited LR range, which is why you had to keep all your forces mostly together. So I think Dimmy hasn't understood that fully, and that's why he's having some communications issues, but that's fine. Forces are regrouping at this point.
Tank 2, engineers.
I will say, though, I have been rather happy with this mission overall, so...
Go for tanks.
Tanks, this is engineers. I need a... How is objective ice? Is it clear?
It was mortared.
Unknown didn't make it down there. Heard that Delta pulled back and we didn't want to be there by ourselves.
Oh, really? I will be fine.
Engineers, copy.
What is it getting me for?
Can anyone contact Charlie and see if they're resupplied?
Hi, this is Charlie Shaw. We're still resupplying a few men that are around. I'm going to ask around to make sure they got all our equipment, but right now we're just planning the next stage of attack.
Copy. As soon as you're resupplied, phase 2 is a go.
I do want to get my flamethrower out. I will set up a flamethrower here.
Just let me know.
I'm going to put them over here. I'll move them into a decent position soon, but I do want to play with my flamethrower. Because it's fun.
Recon
I wasn't quick enough. Oh well. Yeah, I guess I can also delete the bodies over here. I still can't believe I made that
This is
bazooka
Alpha.
shot.
We're prepping to move to Objective Apple with Charlie.
Copy. Echo, do you copy?
Echo copies.
Echo,
scouting
begin
around.
your move to phase 2.
Apple's over here. I have this squad pretty much just chilling here at the moment.
Reminder, that is objective better for you guys.
So there is also a fob over here. I've got a fob there, and then the airfield here.
Right, Charlie.
I thought this would be like a 3-hour thing, but clearly I think it's logistics. Obviously doing the slowdowns there.
All forces begin move to objective 2.
But it's
Tank
not
one,
too hard.
ready.
I mean, you just send your forces in, and then when people are at yellow,
one's
you
just
have
with Alpha
Alpha
time now.
pullback resupply while the fighting's
Copy.
going.
Remember, you guys
And
are
then
flex
when
units
they're
for
done,
all
you sub
forces,
them
so
out
if
for
you hear anyone
Bravo, and
getting
then sub
fucked up,
Bravo
no
out for
problem.
Charlie, and then Charlie for Delta,
yep.
and you just keep that cycle going
Alright,
as you
guys,
are
let's keep it
gaining
following.
ground. But yeah, he had forces really far apart, with like kilometers away from each other. Which I guess makes sense, because he made a plan for like a 6 or 7 squad operation. We were only down to 4 for this one, so that's also on me, trying to plan things out. But in the future, I'm only going to have like, 3 or 4 squads max. But we're at over 300 enemy casualties so far, so that's pretty nasty. So I'm going to keep using 47s because people PID. PID nightmare, yada da. I have a T-34 that's pretty much pushed up here unopposed. I do have a tank gun right here. Lying in wait. I don't know why all these guys turn naked. That's... Yes, that's a mission file glitch, because they're clearly not fucking naked, on the setup file, but, at that point, it's whatever. Now we've got these forces pushing. I'm going to be watching bodies here.
Alpha's moving into objective at Apple.
Yeah, as they continue to move off, I
Copy.
will help with everything. But yeah, they're all picking up American guns and whatnot. Which, is something that happened. And the pack gun's following.
On the way. On the way.
Putting things at little sectors here to deal with stuff. Now I'm hearing things shoot at each other. Oh. Command transport was just intercepted. 34 smoking, because the 34 is way over here. Yeah, now the tank gun's firing at him. That was a little bit of a mistake. I don't know why they charged the AO on their own at that angle. That was short-sighted of them. And they should still have their mortars online as well.
Send message.
Now you've got basically all forces here moving in. Tank's not focusing on his right, could get flanked.
Message for command.
He might have gone down, and then we got one squad all the way over here. I want to look at their plan. Yeah, it looks like the plan is to come into here and then push, but, some forces are doing other interesting things instead.
Command, this is Delta. Send for command.
I feel bad for Dimmy, though. He's trying his best to keep in radio range of people, but...
Send for command, Delta.
Alpha's supposed to be.
Well, it's where we are.
Delta, this is High. Check in. Over.
Hello, hi. We're waiting for command. Tell us what to do.
Command's called for you twice, so I'm not sure if we're having... I don't know what's going on here.
We have been calling them as well and getting no response.
I think the relay is a one-way boost. It only makes your radio more powerful. It doesn't make it able to hear better.
Not sure they have a relay with them, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, command should have a fucking relay with them.
You might need to just have an air relay.
Commands for a while. This was
I'd have air relay then because they're within a click of each other, but I don't get it. I don't get why they're not able to contact each other over the damn LR.
They can hear me. A relay shouldn't be necessary.
Delta for high.
This is hi, send message Delta.
Can I quickly just ask in global chat for what our next command is since we're not getting anything?
Delta, are you the force all the way on the other side of the AO from the central objective?
No, we're literally marked with the marker saying Delta.
I can't even find them. Because this is Alpha with everyone. Yeah, I can't even find where the Delta mark. Ah, I see. So you're back at base.
Yeah, we have to resupply. We did call it in.
Okay, so I guess you are out of their range and the TFAR tower does only work one way. So I guess you are just going to have to move up to command's position to request orders. Over.
Hey, sir.
Hey, NG, do you hear me?
Yes.
Rearm and refuel just got armored.
That's unfortunate because I can't fix that. Shit. These two?
Yeah.
They look fine.
Did they spawn here?
Unless you mean the ones on the MSR, in which case I don't see anything, but unless you're talking about those. Oh, I can't fix those then because those are the special ones.
Should I use the tow ropes from
They're...
against towing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cause there's two ways to do it, so I'm wondering which one's better.
And then we have a force all the way over here that's scouting.
Take 2
all right.
Triple R, where are you at?
I'm going to re-look at my notes for this document just to see if I made a note about radio ranges. Because if I did, then I'm fine. If I didn't, I will apologize for it. But knowing my own personal knowledge about this, I know I made a fucking mental note somewhere. And if I didn't, that's a massive oversight on my end. But... it's gonna drive me nuts. So one fighter was shot down over here. These guys are all bandaging at the moment.
Echo, if you can hear me, what's your status?
At this point, I'm just kind of shrugging and going, all right.
Send.
Whatever
We're
goes.
making our deep thrust. Let us know when you're coming.
Copy. We probably won't be with you for a good minute here.
Alpha
Otherwise, we got the
Charlie.
infantry
Alpha's
advancing
gonna be
here.
moving on the southern side of the road, moving into town.
C1 Charlie taking off.
Yeah,
I'm
you
looking
guys
it up
can do
right
that.
now.
Or if anything, just
Under
give
my docs on my
suppressing
phone.
fire so we can get across.
Hey, we'll lead with suppressing fire. We'll come in if you need us.
Will do.
J-Tactic Squad, ladies, does anyone need fire support?
I do appreciate the infantry pushing here, though.
Scout team to command.
Send.
Be advised, at River Crossing 1, there is no contact. It should be a free crossing.
Copy.
Take 2 to engineers.
Go for engineers.
Are you guys Triple R?
Negatory. Engineers is on the move. I'm going to set up a file. So we might have some Triple R with Alpha right now. Over.
Yeah, I'm reading over the radio thing. It looks like I didn't put a note about the maximum range of the LR, so... oh well. I think people are too accustomed to T-FAR stuff then. I think that's their mortars firing, or it might be mine.
Echo, you copy on response to engineer attached Alpha, I might need contact over.
Alright, I'm gonna start sending QRF from the airfield here.
On the way.
So we're gonna do transport unload. I'm gonna do another one over here. Transport unload. And then do I have a crossing? Yes, I do. So I'm gonna also use trucks.
On the way.
And that is pretty much a platoon coming to reinforce. As these guys are now clearing up the arm, let me look back here. Anything that...
Yeah, we're just holding back to get some pot shots in, then we're going to be moving in. That's going to be Charlie Sharp moving in to take the point.
There. I'm going to get the P-39s out because I need some more air superiority at this point. Alright, put them super high so they'll stabilize.
Roger.
Put them on seek and destroy.
Right, they're actually reinforced the crossing. Looks like they're going to reinforce objective Apple.
Otherwise, the majority of the forces here are also moving out. Looks like, yep, FOBs are also moving everything around as well from this FOB position. They just left that one car. These are all entrenchments. I'm going to go ahead, add these to my interface, and delete them. I left a few things back there, but that's fine. And then I know there's a few other entrenched positions, like here. The thing is, if you let these entrenchments stay over time on the AO, they will eventually just cause a little too much input. Basically, like, you know, too many things respond. It'll lag the server, so I will come back. I'll delete this stuff. But that's all while I'm watching the fight happen right here. A little worried about these AA guns because they might fire on the infantry as they cross. So we'll just have to see how that goes. And now if I give you a suppress fire marker, will you actually execute it? No, you're firing.
Scout to command.
I guess I'll just have to manually turn him and fire. I have no idea where those mortars are going to land, though.
This is Alpha, we're being strafed by enemy fighters 3 times.
Copy, already vectoring your assets.
Yeah, Charlie Showers entered the village. We're going to start moving up to the north.
Plane going down.
Copy, whenever you see those planes, just watch their path, try to get out of it.
It's a P-39 dogfight up there. And I think my scouting team... Oh, they got wiped by my QRF coming around. That's not good. It's going to delay the scouts, though, but... Whew.
Copy, sorry we can supply our radios are bad out here.
Alright, that's all dealt with. I'm going to go ahead and delete. Everything set up back there, and that's the other plane taken out. next time. Ah! Damn.
Charlie, engineers Delta are bringing us to Delta has an HE gun near the front right now. One last one from
I'm trying. So I think that's the recon team dying off.
Tank 2 to Logi, emergency call.
Be careful, there are flamers in town. Repeat, flamers in town.
Copy, that's not nice.
That's not nice.
Also, Alpha has secured a medical truck, refuel, and rearm truck.
Yeah, they're destroyed though.
Copy, is it hostile or was it hostile?
It was, but we secured the area at the vehicle mark.
Tank 2 Alpha, emergency call.
Yeah, he's only damaging himself there, and he killed his radio guy.
We are out of fuel on Tank 2 marker. Would appreciate if you could send us that fuel truck.
So when you guys get picked off by snipers, I'm not helping you.
Oh, we're gonna fall down the roof, you know?
I'm gonna send a light team to harass him. It's like a scout team that moved up from this position. Because, you know, getting lost sucks, yeah. I try to make sure people are entertained, though, at the very least. But their assets are stopping QRF from coming in, which is
Tank 2,
good.
be advised, we can't drive the vehicle.
Tank 2, do you have an accurate mark?
That was correct. Tank 2 is on accurate marker.
Tiger, you said you had a priority mission.
He's got a strong pulse.
No, disregard that. We can't drive the fuel truck back there and take 2.
Alpha, this is high real quick. The Vic you're next to is the only workable one. The other two are reading as destroyed. They just don't have proper damage textures over.
Alpha copies, good to know.
Hey, Logi, do you have a fuel truck on you?
Stay behind you, you nitwit.
Oh!
You're lucky I shot him before you came on side.
That's brilliant.
The crossing there is probably at least a platoon strength infantry still attempting to cross. I believe the air cobras are doing some damage to them, but they are headed towards you guys still.
Copy. I'm gonna get as all the air on as I can as well as more.
Oh, man. Tojo survived, actually. He might have glitched out and respawned on his body because that happens, but... Nah, there's too much drop. I can try to bazooka a plane. I doubt it'll work, but I can try. No one's stopping me from trying. We've already magically hit a truck over a little hilltop. I'm gonna need some incredible lead time, though. I can try, it only takes one. But yeah, Air did a great job stopping the QRF there.
Also work on getting me one of those anti-transmitter towers so everyone can hear me.
Otherwise, the rest of those forces are stopping the QRF. I could also have QRF come from a different angle if I were to take this Vic. We can have him come from here as well.
Understood.
Do a transport unload. on that position, then I can have them escorted by 2 tanks. We're up to 400 enemy KIA, too. Damn. They're doing a great job.
Waiting. Ready. Solid copy.
So they would go on the flanks of that formation. That would be a section working with another section.
No worries, that's where I'm going to try and take it for you.
They're towing the other tank.
Scouts, you're going to have heavy presence in the town directly southeast of that river crossing, by the way, as well as south.
Well, they just got spotted.
If you can get accurate marks, we'll try to vector mortar down.
Roger.
Alright, I'm gonna meta. No! I was gonna take the flamethrower!
They're still kind of trapped.
Oh!
Have to keep mobile this
Here,
time.
alright. Hazmat, I know, can take a joke. I'm gonna... Yeah. No! Oh! Frickin'. Tried to keyhole him there, but he got me fair and square. Alright. I just don't have any luck with my flamethrowers today. Good God. Those guys are getting blown away. I got the other wave of QRF coming from that village area. Tojo, meanwhile, still moving out. I'm going to say we had a force cross over here.
Doctor, you got a half track about to walk up on you.
And yeah, I need you to come over here and do a transport unload order. But that's the only one I'm doing right there for that regard.
Whale, do you have a fuel truck here? Yes, fuel truck is right behind you, man.
I'm trying. I'm unimaginably trying. I like the flamethrowers, okay? I wanna...
Right here. They're doing an amphib crossing toward left. Hold gunner right 30 degrees.
Well, I already, yeah.
Personally, I'd say it's a skill issue.
All squads should be able to hear. Objectives. Push to a position where you can secure look across the riverbank. As soon as these objectives are secured, we are crossing.
Ah, the Shermans are pushing. Oh, God.
We're going to be holding our current position on the southern flank. We have QRF coming in. We just lost the fucking ammo truck.
I'll do it.
Oh, dear.
Be advised, the Fob Glory or whatever it's called, the new Fob location.
I hope we have a spare, because that was a very important vehicle that someone got in and that got blown away.
Bobby?
Oh, dear.
You want the curfews or the really bad?
Like, out of all the sniped, I think they sniped the most important one there, which is a pretty bad issue. Meanwhile, we have a squad over here that's pushed down. They're setting up a blocking position. I still have forces moving through.
Alpha is currently holding this position. We're waiting for Charlie to clear up the rest of the northern side, then meet up with us then.
Hey, we're currently also on position. We're going to reach with you once we got everyone back. So I've got a member who's well.
Scouts, rather. Central command.
Oh, what was I shooting at? I guess a tree branch then. Because it genuinely looked like the back of the Vic. So that force is getting pinned. I mean, everyone's having some action here, which is the most important part, but...
Alpha copies. Alpha to Echo. Alpha to Echo. I need you guys to re-update your location.
Hold on.
Roger. This is Alpha. Message from Echo. They've updated their location.
Oh, and Patchworks crashed after he got killed. Alright. Back to body deletion doing here. Also going to focus a bit on Rex because it's being a little more framey here, but that's also because we have like 3 different firefights going on. This is hi, send message.
Alpha, this is Charlie Shell. We're moving forward to you.
Send message, Whale.
Hi, engineers. Is there any way to get additional rearm trucks?
I can provide one at base. Someone's going to have to come back and get it, but it won't have the radio ability over. How copy, Angie? Angie, this is hi. How copy?
This is John. Hey, firm, I'll try and send the boys that way once we come down to you.
Good copy.
So it looks like they got the Vic, but they're just being pushed by the infantry. They don't have a medic with them, though. That's the one issue. All right, we got about an hour left. They're pretty much cleared their side of the river, so they're going to have to just pick something and move on with it.
There's a lot going on over here. Are you guys good over there?
This is Charlie Shell. Just regrouping.
This is Charlie, back on net, died, and my game crashed because die.
Here, I've got the perfect job for him. This is high standby. Patch! Patch! Patch!
Hang on! Oh, sorry, yelled at
It's
you.
okay.
I'm getting kind of pissed off at something.
You're good, you're good. When you get a chance, can you drive that Vic up to them? They need
I
it.
got you, boss.
Thank you.
I have some words for ground command, but I'll save it for later. I got you,
Okay.
boss. Mwah.
All good.
I didn't mean to yell at you.
No, you're fine, you're fine. I get it. These are supposed to be a little stressful. Don't worry. That's where the fun comes from, in my opinion, but it's not for everyone.
Zeus is having me bring up a piece of equipment for Logi.
You're probably going to be out of radio range, in all honesty. Because the Vic that had their LR just blew up.
The fob. To bring it to the fob.
Bring it to the fun place.
Specifically where, please?
Fob Glory.
Fob Glory, interact.
Yep, next to Point Orange.
Charlie Axel to Charlie Shell.
Where is it? Question I had, Charlie Shell.
Charlie Shell, be advised, meet up at Fob Glory because the NG boys had to take it over for brevity's sake, so that's the new rally point. Well, it's the old rally point taken over. We'll meet there and then we'll move out on GC's orders. Copy.
So I'm just trying to have the infantry push up here. And we have another counterattack over yonder. So the most evil thing I can do, naturally, is to set up another counterattack. But keep it on my side of the river. This is Zeus to command. Message over.
Send.
Just time check. We got 1 hour left. Again, don't feel rushed. I mean, this is a massive AO, and I just break. Just want to keep giving you time checks. Over.
Advise, you want to let surrounding elements be aware. AO, tin, and steel are not being touched by us. Those places can go fuck themselves. It's not happening. We are instead going for a ford.
Delta, this is Scout.
Alright, that's fair. I'll delete that then. This is another military position right there, so if they're going to do that, we will go with that. Alright, Mass is super late. I'll teleport him up to his group. I'll teleport him with Patch. At least I think you can put a guy in there, yeah.
Charlie Actual to Zeus.
This is Zeus, send message, Charlie Actual.
Oh, never mind. I'm assuming you already did. I was going to say you could TP the late joiner to me. And I
Yeah, he's in your car now.
Copy, got it.
Because he's a part of his squad, that's the only reason I did it.
Dispersion.
He's so excited.
All elements, watch it at the river crossing. They do have hostile anti-tank guns.
I think that's why his dispersion's so much, because his gun's fucking vibrating.
Hello, this is Treasure.
On the way.
Have that thing cut around. This guy I'm gonna have fall back here. And then let's do some body checking. If they're in vehicles, I can't delete them. That's fine.
This is Charlie Shell. We didn't get all that message. We're currently attacking a ruined building to clear out some American presence.
Copy. I repeat.
Hey, Charlie Squad, I got one of your guys asking where you are.
Get rid of that. We have a tank.
Hey, son, we're gonna.
I have no idea what he's engaged in, all honesty. I don't think I have any mobile AA capability, but I have more fighters. I have plenty more fighters. I'm sure fighters will work. Or they won't. But, you know, as the air gets closer to the airfield, I want to give it more coverage.
Understood.
Tank 150. Currently sitting with Alpha at Fob Glory, waiting for rearm. It's going to be about 2 minutes away.
Got Tilster charging here. I guess that's also showing me I need to have some infantry cover right there, so let's go ahead.
Tank 2's on net. Tank 2 has ammo, very little health, but we can still fire from a distance. Roger.
This is where things get a little interesting. You know, I'd like my 50 cals to work here. Dilson just dropped them all. I think he's one of the surviving members of Recon because he still has that fully white uniform.
Yeah, already got your vector to engage.
So I'm going to delete a few of the planes here just to show that I've been, you know, taking them off dynamically. All right, that counterattack has pretty much stopped here. We've gained a good distance, though, for
Charlie Shell.
2 hours so far. Tank was on the waste first. They didn't hear. That's cute. All right, there's the resupply vehicle back. Built up some good stuff with the FOB, just with a lot of forces attacking, counterattacking. I can manage all of it. Don't get me wrong, but Just they're stretching the perceived opponent I have made here thin with their forces.
Understood.
He's taking the pack gun. That's smart, though. Take the enemy's gun and use it. Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just to clarify, something into an ops when there's multiples of an element, I say element plus player name. So history.
I thought it was a British thing.
I have no idea what they're on
about.
about.
A weird thing for like 2IC or something.
Where we had to the fog, be advised, the Glory's much situation something. I need you with fog back now.
No one's talking about me as a man.
Shell, punch your ass over here. Fog your ass.
Yeah, Charlie Shell's going out of the car, alright.
Alright, this is Alpha. Where are we heading? Command, where do you want Alpha to be? Be advised, Alpha, objectives that you can overwatch Delta and get a view over the river. We're gonna start crossing soon. Roger, moving out. Good to hear your voice again.
So I got the AA guns going here. Oh, way over. There we go. That should hit him. I hit behind him. There we go.
Copy all.
Oh my god. Someone will wake back up, but yeah, no, the squads are broken apart here, and you got this force all the way over on the right. I guess just lost in transit at that point.
Charlie, actual Charlie Shell.
Yes, this is Charlie Shell.
Patient was lost. Glory.
I think his mask got disconnected.
We're just having issues getting together and moving up, if you understand what I mean.
Copy, I know.
I want to at least decide.
Alright, this is Alpha. We're going to Overwatch Delta, see how they're doing.
They can use the AT they captured or the PTRD.
We got 2 crates of medical and ammunition. We're fine. Okay, scratch that.
Some of those complicated I want to the office.
Woo! Yeah, I'm basically killing the spearhead at this point. What is he doing? At this point, we're down to 2 transports. I'm not sure if there's anything in the field to respawn off of, so it's gonna slow down forces here. I'm gonna look back at base. The other guy spawned there too. Quite possibly.
Tank 1, Tank 2, are you in area?
Tank 1 is in area and engaging time now.
Copy, Tank 2.
Tank 2 is up the hill engaging a...
We got a lot of this force
Sherman
pushing.
Count across the hill.
Americans are going to do their best to hold this side of the river. Have the M2 Vic come down and support them. So, are they respawning? They are respawning on a different position. Where?
Whoever the other squad is, I need you guys as soon as you are
Here.
supplied to vector
Right,
towards
the
bridgehead.
medical vehicles are the respawn Vex. I almost forgot.
Charlie copies. As soon as my men are able, we'll get going.
Charlie, actual, this is Charlie Shell. The movement from Alright,
I got my Shermans moving into position here. They're engaging.
Charlie Shell? Right? Be advised.
How did
you
Whale get
identify who
killed?
that man is?
who Charlie Shell is or what man I'm seeing?
Those stupid bitches.
That would be currently German, but I don't know. There's no communication network going on here, so it's kind of a groupthink situation.
Okay, Charlie asks you if any motorized vehicles.
Man.
Get to them, whip them into shape, and get them over here.
Oh, this is not looking good for some of these guys. I get they're pushing up here.
I'm going to regroup at the Charlie Shell point and just... Where the fuck is that guy?
This is Charlie. This is troops to the front box.
Looks like it.
Copy. Make it stiffy, because I don't have a lot of time.
On the way.
But yeah, now like its forces trickling in.
Hey, firm, can you start vectoring towards the bridgehead? We're about to make a massive response.
I think these guys got stabilized. I'm gonna kill them both off. So the second wave here is starting to push against the infantry.
A firm, high command. I don't know if you're around, or if you can hear me, or if you're in my dreams, but you're needed.
What am I needed for?
Someone.
This is Charlie Actual to Zeus TAC Liru. Be advised, we can't get Triple R to rearm the AT gun. What do we do? Can we just get it rearmed, or what's going on?
Yeah, stand by.
Charlie Actual Zeus, I ping.
I'm gonna respawn it. The issue appears to be that the game thinks it's at 100%, therefore not needing a rearm, so it's something to do with the Ace Compat, so I just respawned it.
Copy that. Charlie Actual to 10. I'm gonna reach it.
Copy. Sorry you had to hang for so long. Some other squads are having communication issues, it seems. We're trying to vector over here now. As soon as you guys can get back, we're going to make this work. Come back to the bridgehead. We're about to make this to push across.
He's putting flames on me! He fucking put flames on me!
This is Alpha, be advised. We're up to Delta North.
Oh my
We're getting
God.
hit by an enemy fighter. Need support immediately.
RTO, that's you.
That was hilarious. He fucking put flames on my...
As soon as aircraft.
I want to strafe him again just to see what happens.
We have more support on. Anything to help us.
Oh, I just got hit. Woo! Alright, they're starting to move on. Let's go ahead, delete stuff back on the rear here. Again, keep the server performing as best as we can have it perform.
This is Scouts. Good work dealing with those contacts on the other side of the river tanks.
Yeah, alright.
It's just me right now.
Copy.
Those guys are still moving ahead. All right, we're gonna basically just be sending infantry up at this point to reinforce. From afar. Ooh.
Copy. Get them to hit whatever across the river and do cap, because apparently we have some enemy there.
Okay, I'm just gonna delete these guys over here. I think they're moving their FOB assets around as well. I think I've done a good job harassing the FOBs, though, that they've built. You know, putting consistent enemy pushes on there and going with everything for the operation, though, so that's been nice.
I found the corpses of Delta.
Enemy tanks in the fucking town across the river.
Send.
You got in a full force plus one of Delta's men. Where do we drop off Delta's boys at?
All right.
At the bridge.
Copy, en route.
Just moving everything they can to the airfield here. I think the airfield is going to be the final fight here. We got 45 minutes to go on this
These are your
scenario.
squad-based objectives. I need you to push now and take these objectives.
Well, this
Alpha, we cannot
this team's finally found their way here. They got more troops coming.
Now I got a couple of more guys. I just need other squads to help push.
There's still the tank alive.
Yeah, tank got knocked.
Charlie, what's your location?
I can send an infantry group to get over to the FOB. I'm only going to send one, though. Sorry, send message.
The, hold on. At Fort Glory, the rearm truck, is it also supposed to be a repair?
Yeah, and that got blown up. Stand by, I'll spawn something.
Roger.
It's behind you now. I'll delete the destroyed Vic, but yeah, the rearm and repair should be behind you. If you have issues with those, let me know, because sometimes they don't have the certain properties that let them do their job over. Should be able to make I should be able to set you as a repair, but I'll be able to set the other one.
Yeah. The church, what
I could have just set that ammo Vic as a repair Vic too. Ah, whatever. I always forget that feature exists.
We keep going.
All right, so they're getting their foot in the door on the bridgehead here. I'm gonna be sending this force over to counterattack, but yeah, the radios keep running out because just the range of them.
Send.
We are in position. Finally.
God, I thought you were going to say something else, and I was going to just have you guys get bombed.
But here we go. Now we have
where do you want them?
the infantry charging over.
I sectioned off the initial AO for squads for the respective AO.
So I think air was down. Now they're doing reconnaissance here. I got fireflies camping over yonder. Everything should be ready to go here. Why do I have people messaging
Scout
me out of
leaders
the
have
game?
folded in with Alpha at this point until I get back with the rest of the guys, but I think we're going to be done here soon.
Let's make this a good final push, guys.
Tiger, do you just want me to leave the damn AT gun?
Yeah, so I have people showing up like 2 hours late. Like, fuck me. Like, they're only going to be on for 40 minutes, and then, you know, getting to the AO, it's going to be like a 30-minute thing, but at that point, if you're that late, I don't know, some people.
Well, do you copy?
This is Platoon 2 IC, Platoon is down, taking command.
Karn, was that for high? Over. Okay. I didn't get a response.
Tank 2 to high.
This is high.
We're having problems with our tank where we fully rearmed and repaired, but we can't reload our main gun.
Roger. Can you pin your position for me? Over.
Tank, if you're leaving us at the fob alone, come back and help. I'm back. Oh, you're still here. Okay.
Tank 2, this is high. I just manually reloaded the gun. Did that fix the issue? Over.
Hold on, we're dealing with a small infantry, and if no, it's not working, we'll figure stuff out once we do the infantry.
Roger, if that's the case, stand by.
Never mind, we got it to work.
Affirm. What?
Am I walking? Am I getting airlifted?
You should go respawn, kill yourself, respawn, because at this point, you're like over 2 hours late. So,
Yeah,
I have an AO to deal with.
Okay.
Like, I don't mean to be rude, but like, part of the thing with me for courtesy on missions is, hey, if I spend all this time making this scenario for people to play, the least you could do is come on time. And if you're not going to come on time, if you're coming a little bit late, cool, let me know. I'll deal with that. If you're going to come like 2 hours late, most of my missions are done by that point. This is High-Sun message.
Apparently it only worked for one shell. I think we should just get a new
Stand
tank.
by. Yeah, that is exactly what I thought of. I am going to bring you a tank and then take that one away, destroy it, and it'll automatically respawn. That should fix the issue. Over. Tank 2, I just saw you fire the main gun again. Are you sure you're busted or what?
We're real confused on what the fuck's going on.
Okay, just dismount it. The tank is to your left. Take that one, and then when you drive off, I will drag that other one away and key it, and it'll respawn back at base. But anyway, as I was saying, like, you know, at that point, you're not really showing up because it creates a logistical issue of, okay, you have these people showing up as this, like, fighting's going on. Like, what are you supposed to do with them? You know what I mean? Because then the Zeus or command has to deal with them, and it just hampers the end of the op where, you know, everyone's going for that final, like, you know, push. Everyone's in the zone, everyone's together right here, and they are trying to do their offensive. So I don't know, it might just be me bitching here. I find it annoying. And Sam died. Wasn't he the new pilot? Amazing. One of the two late people explodes. Oh! It's
right behind ground command himself, actually.
That's fucking brilliant. That is, honest to God, fucking brilliant.
Charlie.
Alright, taking that asset, dragging it over, destroying it. I don't know why, like, there's been just some minor glitches between Ace Logistics or people not knowing how things go. The radio range is just that's standard with the assets, but...
missing two of my guys.
Oh, you know.
Delta, you have my medic. You guys can keep them.
It's funny.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
It's just all funny to me how this is all played out today. I'm going to start including medics in the forces coming in. And there's that tank repairing.
Delta 1 marker. I believe my 2IC is at Delta 2 marker. Scratch that, he is with us. Delta all together. Delta engaged.
Copy, G.
I'm sure other Zeus's and mission makers have different opinions, but I just find it annoying to deal with those types of assets and whatnot. Okay, he took off. I think he overturned, lost speed, and then crashed into the ground after he overstalled. That would be my guess, at least. I'm gonna get some Thunderbolts up in the air. Only 2. But I want to keep air stimulated. I think they're kind of bored with the dogfighting AI because I've noticed these pilots have not really done a good job doing any sort of dogfighting. But, I mean, that's just...
we should have dealt with that already, but okay.
That's just how this all works, you know? Also, I know some people get annoyed with me because I'm not covering, like, you know, all the infantry, doing all the fancy little firefight angles. I try to do that where I can, but... Oh my god. Wow, they got... ouched.
Sorry, Tank, did you say someone already...
They got absolutely ouched.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Holy
we already
shit.
dealt with that squad, but we can swing back around if we miss one.
But when I do MCOs or, like, you know, large-scale operations, I really have to focus on the player perspective here. So I have to be a lot more in the Zeus interface here doing stuff. Which is why I do say when I do MCO stuff, I do treat it like an RTS that I'm trying to lose. But it's just a tough call at that point. So I'm worried about the infantry because, you know, one group's already been, like, you know, pretty badly messed up right there. So I'm worried they're going to get whittled down as they're getting up to the final position and utterly butt-fucked, but we'll see.
Recon to command, we just got back
group
together.
2. Oof.
Go ahead.
Where's that Firefly? I think this anti-tank gun's now firing, but... I did spawn a Firefly a little while ago. Did I... Yeah, it's because your fuel's gone because I cut fuel in garrisons. Now he's going to start coming in. Fireflies were the main Sherman, if I recall correctly, that you saw in Korea, but I... Don't quote me on that. I'm doing an op that is literally 4 months old because it got delayed because of DDoSing. And I... I don't have the best memory in the world, to be perfectly honest. So all those explosions going off, I think that's Ace Cook-Off just going into debug for some interesting reason. Are they... Were they drive-bying with a flamethrower?
We are exactly on... Wrong guy, sorry.
They were committing a Al Capone-style drive-by shooting, but with a flamethrower. That's a new one. I will admit, that is a new one. People go for ramming like that, one of my call cards there is to engage them with the gun. Alright, yeah, any of my air support needs to be... Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! Alright, so some of these guys are getting medical assistance here at this point, but it's not much. Another plane just went down. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, I'm gonna put another infantry attack. Oh, wow. Yeah, so air's flying over, so now it's freaking out the AI here. That's cute.
Enemy truck came in southeast of Alpha Map.
Air, this is Engineer, if you can hear me. I'm saying again, we have an enemy truck being used by friendlies, a friendly GMC truck, going from the FOB all the way back to the FOB. Over.
Wonder what it's getting. Firefly finally coming in. Oh, man. I'm gonna try to backtrack the Firefly there.
I gave you an extra pack just for happiness. Alright. 500 million.
Oh, this should be good. Ooh, I think that was the AT gun by Rocker. Spent casing, that got a lucky hit on the engine. And I think they just disabled the gun with the second shot. Beautiful. Beautiful PTRD marksmanship there.
Charlie's with us. They're regrouping as well. Copy. Echo and Delta status.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try to drive away with him. It's not a carousel fire, so he just focuses on trying to move. Tojo's trying to hunt him down. Alright. How are these guys doing? A few more guys bled out. Yeah, they lost 3. They still have some unconscious guys they're working on now.
This is Charlie.
I'll be really curious to see how the feedback works for this. I'm going out to dinner with some friends. So I'll probably be looking at that while I'm partying with them.
Charlie to Charlie RTO.
Wow, they blew up all of the cover, but not the infantry, but it blew away all the trenches.
To a position I'm going to mark on map. We need the medical supplies up here and your AT gun. Grab heavy.
That's brilliant. Alright, so I'm just getting this fixed up.
Understood.
Probably gonna get some more Fireflies to come in as well. This time with their with the proper stuff. I think I gave him a I gave him a transport. All right, just making sure.
This is Charlie. This is Charlie actually.
So again, we're getting out of their radio range. I guess in hindsight, or just for next time to make things easier on their logistics, I will take away the special radios. But the reason it's worked in previous World War II missions is because I had a much more narrow AO that forced them together. For a more open world style thing like this,
Echo, what is your progress?
next time I'll give them longer range radios or just an easier way to do logi.
Send.
Be advised, I've restarted with my squad. We've got a bunch of people here at the previous frontline marker. We're bringing up supplies. Double back up. How copy?
Sorry, I lost track of you guys. Got a little hectic there. As soon as we can, we're going to take up the building, and we're going to push on the airfield. How copy?
Copy, good. If any squads up, I'll let you know. Or they'll let you know themselves. Get dealt up.
Am I?
When Charlie's back.
Copy. I need all squads up simultaneously.
There we go. Because the other ones are firing here.
Alpha, how are you?
Alright, let's clean up bodies.
This is Charlie Gunner. We are on the move.
Clean up back here.
Be advised, Raji, at this point, if you can bring a final resupply forward, and if you want to join us in the final assault on the airfield, feel free. There's no more resupplies, then if there's no more resupply, join us on the front.
Charlie, actual platoon. Be advised, parts of Delta Charlie squads are holding at frontline Charlie parentheses. We're bringing our own mixed match logi up if you want to meet us there or if you want us to push the
Be advised, if you just hold there, resupply, as soon as you're finished, we're just going to go from your position to the airfield. How copy?
Copy, good.
Oh, we lost a plane. Wonder who lost it. It was Sam. Oh dear. Ooh, yeah, so I think overall this is definitely one of the better MCOs I've built, though. In terms of balance, it's just time-wise, this would have definitely been like a 4 to even 5 hour MCO with this entire map. But this was, I remember this test was me just experimenting with time, because every MCO I've experimented with a new concept to see how the player base deals with it. So I think that was, you know, give them a limited amount of time of a few hours, you know, up to 3 tops and see what they do with it. This one, though, I'd let them go for more, but again, I have something booked with friends, so that's the only caveat there. But let's see, at the 30-minute mark, we're at 4:46, 36, excuse me. I think they have enough time to breach and clear this airfield. It's going to be close, though. Definitely. All right. Yeah, reservation for 6. Okay. So they're kind of reforming right here. Yeah, they're just yelling over a side chat. Excuse me. Yeah, they're cleaning up the remaining infantry right here.
All squads, are anyone not ready?
We have a flipped over tank over here. That's interesting. I think it was that group that did it. Yeah, they're flying low and fast enough for my AA just not to fire quick enough.
Echo should be there any minute now.
Why do we have this one medic part of this squad all the way up here? Why is the medic doing the reconnaissance work? That seems like a really silly idea.
Charlie's ready.
Alright, flanking infantry, let's go.
On the way. Copy that.
I want to see a sea of green.
On that portion, we'll be out of steam and need support.
Oh!
Hope you can hear me because I don't have a tower.
Where the fuck's the trench?
Where's the trench? I think they drove up and, yeah, something definitely booped them. Now you're having flak fire actually doing some damage. What did you do? What, was that the respawn, Vic?
There was a good 5 feet between the Vic and me, and it decided to fuck itself trying to tow rope it.
Yeah, the issue is I
you
can't.
Wanna be nice or nah?
Well, it has a respawn feature tied to it, but I can't make that from the Zeus interface, so it's. Yeah.
Arma's a wonderful game.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, it is.
Lovely. Oh well.
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy.
I said and done the first one.
I'm so sorry. Oh man, just the little player fuck ups here and there. Let me put I guess an allegory would be a metaphor, I guess. I hate that they dumb down Windows operating systems every iteration, but I understand why they also do it, because, you know, user error is a very common thing. And I'm not blaming Luxy for that one, it's just Arma beeth and taketh away because it's a very unfriendly user no, God. I'm butchering the metaphor. My point is, you know, things are bound to happen. So anything that I set up, I should probably make sure there's a way to properly automate it, because otherwise things are bound to happen. I don't want to blame anyone specific. Congratulations, Sam.
Charlie Gunner, still traffic.
Charlie Gunner, you need to pack up your guns. You're free to do so. We're just going to keep pushing. Charlie Gunner.
He was shot like a dog. not charge that. Do not charge that. That is literally 2 AA guns. Oh my god. Please do not charge that.
Cavalcade of American infantry about 10 to 20 in front of us. Can you load AT and get eyes on? If not, you're free to move.
Jesus freaking Christ. No, not a drive-by with the flamethrower. Are you kidding me?
Charlie Gunner and Charlie, is it the position with the truck? That's the enemy.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Be advised, American's going to be wearing green. Friendlies are in hand. Charlie Gunner firing.
All squads be advised. South death place behind the airstrip. There are about 2 squads coming reinforced from the south.
That was probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen in Arma. But Jesus fucking Christ, the AI can be very narrow-minded sometimes. I can't believe that just happened. That's what my honest 2 cents is right there. I cannot believe that just fucking happened. Alright, yeah, so here's another thing about having longer style ops. Some people get bored after 2 to 3 hours of the same thing, which is why I don't like having longer base stuff, because I ran a poll for MCO a while ago with, you know, the player base. I'm like, hey, what's your optimal amount of time for an op? And they said, oh, around 2 to 3 hours tops. Because after the 3rd hour, they said in that poll, like, you know, most of them just will leave because they've got other stuff to do in the weekend or they're bored. But yeah, the way they're charging this airfield, they're gonna get this done in time. They're definitely gonna get this done in time.
All squads, as soon as the airstrip is secured, dig in and defend defensive positions to the
These damn flak guns. MacMarine's doing his best to try to take things out from above. Oh, man.
The other Alpha members on net head to the Alpha mark.
Quite a few friendlies died up on that position. Ouch. Alright, I'm sending some Shermans up. With crew. That would probably be smart, right? With the crew. Because they have that AT gun position back there. Bodies-wise, let's start deleting stuff in small groups. Again, you delete them in small groups because larger groups will actually, you know.
Large groups of infantry southwest, other side of the airstrip, beyond a fence. Tanks, if you can hit them.
And then these guys, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, they're doing some combat looting over yonder. That's cute. Yeah, guys, unconscious. Ooh, otherwise, last charge seems to be going quite well, so I'm gonna go ahead and delete those 2 Vics, because at this point, we're routed for everything. I just have infantry coming around. I think air's freaking out my units there. And yeah, even my AA positions are getting bombed to hell, so. I see, they've stolen one of my AA guns. Is this high send message?
Be advised, all ground forces at this point are completing final objectives. After this objective is complete, we will be out of steam and need external reinforcements.
I affirm. Hold that position once you have taken it. Over.
Copy.
I like what he just did there. That's yeah, you know, a little immersive ending.
Charlie Adams, this is Charlie Shell. Charlie Shell marker.
Copy, en route.
Great. Squad southeast of additional contact position. Still need to be cleared. After we clear that, I need a squad to pick up.
The Soviets. Just a little addition.
Air squad, 2 times German approaching to the west along MSR. Thanks, copy. This is tanks. Any retreat shooting at water vehicles, please be careful. Miss them.
Are they on defend only? Yeah. It says air's flying super low to stop the infantry at that point.
Be advised, south-southwest, enemy infantry squad cresting.
Hey, guys, southwest, other side of the airstrip. Hit him.
I'm grabbing the bazooka.
Charlie Actual, this is Charlie Shell. I think we should take the currently destroyed airfield to push forward.
Alpha back on.
Someone got me.
I had a bit of an accident with one of my guys running me over.
Nice.
Be advised, wherever squads are fighting marked from the AA guns on the other side of the airstrip right now, please start digging into the
Oh, he got
whatever squads
shot.
on the southern and western ends of the airstrip. You're clearing once you've done so, that's fortified.
So I turned that AT gun around.
Alpha Tank 1, be advised, a whole bunch of infantry west, southwest. Can you guys deal with them?
Be advised, we're engaged with them right now.
So I'll leave the AI to deal with that. Oh, this guy's unconscious. I thought he was thrown down there, but no, he just knocked over animation.
Why you come out our ramp like landing on the airstrip?
So that fucking flipped over tank from earlier.
Man's playing War Thunder, dude. You gotta cap that runway.
My fucking god.
Show of force.
This is Charlie Actual, Two Platoon.
Send.
Just out of curiosity, do you know when the ear ringing effect ends out? It's been going for a while and I can't hear anybody.
It don't put me in a good. No, it lasts a very long time. And B, I don't know if anyone noticed, but if you ADS with the PPS and look at the buttstock, you can see it says PA.
I wanted to go kid Mac Marine there. I'm pretty sure Matt might have gotten flamethrowered, but good God.
Charlie, actually, Charlie Shell.
Oh, you went down? Hey, 4 hostile contact spotted south.
Copy, Charlie Shell, be advised. Temporarily take over like the whole squad for right now. Your ringing sound effect just won't stop, and I can't hear anything, so I'm gonna stay in the truck for a minute.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Oh, the freaking flamethrower. Did Sam get shot down again? Good golly gee willikers, mister. I'm sure my pack gun is mostly disabled at that point.
Get out the building.
I think, yeah, they either just hit me with an AT round or something.
I'm assuming by his time measurement.
Smack the pilot. Yeah, I think the rest of it is just all wrapping itself up, apparently. I'm trying to also see where the respawn vehicle's gone at this point. But yeah, no, so this is the final cleanup.
Charlie Actual, this is Charlie Shell. Coming in with the respawn Vic now. Going to set up in this barn.
Gotta make sure, again, I don't delete too many things, but... This is, again, where the best frames are gonna be, towards the end of the operation as everything's getting cleaned up.
Hey, what squad is extra federal?
Say that's down.
Charlie Actual, I am watching you for
Tank 2 to resupply.
All squads,
Charlie,
if you
there's a
haven't
spare truck
already...
here for you by the barn. Spare truck at the barn.
All squads, if you haven't already, space out a little bit along the southern and eastern perimeters and start digging in.
This is Tank 2. We have men surrendering.
I think I have some left.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Korean War. We are Chinese. Unless they have an officer's cap, we don't take it. Just kidding.
I don't know, dude. This looks like Poland.
This looks like Poland.
This dude looks like Poland.
Oh my god. Did you just get shot with like a AT round? $891. I'm surprised I didn't have to do my refresh script at any point there. With everything I had down. So that just goes to show, like, Arma will be freaking weird about that. 894. All right. All stations on this net. This is high. Stand by for index. Over.
Stand by for index.
Oh god, now they're shooting each other.
Doom killed someone.
Which is why Doom External got fucking murdered.
Oh. What the fuck just happened?
Oh shit, I didn't get the leaderboard.
Korean War happened.
Anyone get a screenshot of the leaderboard?
No, I've
All right.
streamed it though.
So, let me go over a few things, and then I'll give you guys the poll. I'm a little emotional right now, not for any bad reason. It's just, you know, this mission was made like a few months ago, and then when we tried to run it the first time, it started the 9 weeks of me getting DDoSed every fucking stream I did. That got squared away, and now we're able to do this again. And it's just, it puts a smile on my face. So MCO, I'm probably going to start lowering the number count down, probably around the 50s to 60s as we rebuild. And I just thank you so much for playing this up. I hope you had fun, but feel free to trash it on feedback because that's how I get better. But thank you. And thank you for being patient with me. Just thank you. It means a lot. Whew, okay, deep breath. I saw some really interesting things today. I saw people steal flamethrowers and then charge AA guns and burn everyone to a crisp. That was beautiful. Air did a really good job for the most part. I think there was, one or two pilots that just weren't shot down at all. Just a reminder, though, I don't mind if you show up late. Let me know. I can accommodate. But if you show up like over 2 hours late, I'm not going to be in the position to really help you because I'm too busy focusing on the, 60, 70, 80, however many people showed up on time to play. So, sorry. There were some armatings that happened. Radio range was, I think, definitely the biggest caveat. I didn't put a note. I checked the document. Should have put a note on my end about their limited radio range. So that's on me. Previous World War II missions, I did. Because I
remember seeing that somewhere.
It might have been somewhere, but I didn't find it in the radio section where I guess it should have been. But regardless, in previous World War II missions, I always made sure you guys were close together. This one was much more open world, but I think in the future it would be just easier if I gave you longer ranged radios for something like that instead. But if it's more narrow AO, then we'll probably keep these backpack radios. Otherwise, sorry for anything that glitched out. Sorry for anything that got armored. Just as a reminder, though, if you're running over things with your vehicle and you happen to get armored, I usually don't refund that because at this point that if you are hitting stuff, Arma physics can giveth and taketh away. So keep that in mind. If I see you doing stupid shit, I'm not going to then reward you for said stupid shit. So play at your own risk on that regard. But I think Demi did a really good job commanding overall. Yes, there were some stressful situations, but I mean, this is an MCO. You literally went from the northern side to the southern side today in 3 hours. I think you did a great job. But otherwise, I will now give you guys the feedback form. Thank you again for playing. We'll go command, then the squads, in terms of squad leads, then engineers, both tank crews, and then pilots. So let's go down that list. Demi, kick us off.
All right. So first, I just want to say all leadership, because obviously you're the ones I interacted with the most. Thank you for being patient with me at points. I appreciate it. I think you all did really good. Radios, I think, definitely caught us off guard, and I do think some situations TFAR was just being dumb, because there were cases where when I could hear you, I could hear you clear as day, and it was fine, so range wasn't the issue. I think the main instance I can think of is me and Alpha back and forth before we moved on to the second stage objectives for the first AO, where I just couldn't hear him for like 5 minutes, and I heard him once, and it was crystal clear, and then I couldn't hear him for another 5 minutes, and I heard him again. And again, it was fine, and I hadn't moved, and he hadn't moved, so it was clearly not range. But we worked through it. Whale, you and the engineers and Logi, I appreciate the fuck out of you guys. For all the Logi work you did. You guys did good with building up the FOB and defending your stuff. The mortar work, and being able to be that middleman relay point for me when I asked you to be, which I think was really good. It sucks, and I don't think anyone really realized that those transmission towers were a one-way boost, and weren't both ways. If other people knew, I didn't. I've never used that asset before, so I had no idea.
Real quick, I
yep.
hate to interrupt. I gotta jump now because I'm being pulled away to go out with friends, and Blood Waynesbury being punctual with me about the time. So please continue the debrief, finish it up. If you need the forum, either check in this channel. But I do also want to give Will a shout out. That was some great jobs with the fob building, with the mortars, everything. I was watching the mortars do some really accurate hits there as well. So thank you again for playing, guys. Please go through the full debrief because I think it's important to reflect. And please give me any feedback you can think of in the forum. And if there's anything that isn't covered in the forum and you need to give it to me, do it via DMs. So I will see you guys later. Thank you so much again for playing. I will sit on a few days on the feedback results for the stuff that we get from the forum in terms of the next MCO. I might also put a poll out in the Discord and weigh that against the MCO at a lesser degree because you guys are the active player base. And I'll try to have something ready in 4 or 5 weeks. I'm going to make this like a monthly to month and a half thing. So I will see you guys later. Thank you so much again for playing.
Bye, Liru.
Thanks for hosting.
Thanks, man.
Okay. Oh, right. And the recording. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one.